We are recording, finally, the Class Action Point podcast. Episode, I have lost track.
No, you haven't. You order them on YouTube.
Yes, and I don't have YouTube up right now to figure out which one is which. Anyways.
Oh man, that's a peek behind the curtain there.
Yes. Do not look behind the curtain. Disregard the man behind the curtain. And disregard what he's doing, too. But in other news, we have players. Adam, who will be playing.
Cedra, Elven Monk.
Nick, who will be playing.
Monarch, the Goliath Warden. Yes.
Jessica, playing.
Sewell, the Tiefling Scion.
And Jared, playing.
Aya, the Tiefling Orden.
And currently being NPC temporarily, Dweon, because, well, his player's on a date. Ooh.
Frickin' nerd.
Yeah. Alright, and then there's me, of course.
Wait, hold on. Aren't people supposed to be listening to this?
Yes.
Hey everybody, Dweon's on the date.
Well, Dweon's player is.
He decided dating's more important than D&D.
Dweon. I meant Dweon's player. Yeah.
And then there's me, and of course there's me, Andrew, who will be playing everyone else. Except for Dweon, who is currently not being played by his player. Anyways. Oh yeah. That was a thing I needed to do. Was make sure other players can use Dweon's token temporarily. Anyways, so when last we left our party of brave student adventurers, they were in the process of going through their finals, which had this interesting, which among other things included an interesting kind of obstacle-y course thing, where they had to go through doors and stuff, and do something behind them in the hopes of getting what they needed to continue on. Yeah. So we have gone through doors A, C, and E. Which mean there are 3 doors remaining. Which will you go through next? And will you also heal up first?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. There's a discrepancy in my hit points, because my sheet says 53, but my token says 26.
Let me see here. Because that's your current hit point, not your 63. You have the bar. Basically, you can you'll notice that there's a yellow bar above your token.
Yeah, I see that. I'm wondering why it's
that's how
not
much you
reflected in the
have
sheet.
out of your max. And basically,
Right.
you change the 26 to whatever your max, or your, as you heal up. But you basically add that to that.
Right. I'm wondering why my token isn't reflecting my sheet and vice versa.
It's reflecting what you were at the end of the last combat.
No, I think what he means is like his HP totals on his token is lower than his HP total on his sheet, as if
All
it
right.
hasn't been.
What is your HP total on your sheet?
My total is 63. My current is 53, is what my sheet says.
Okay, gotcha. Then we just change that in the bar. You have to edit the token with the little thing to get it to right.
Right.
That's
That's
the
what I
other way. My bad.
That's better. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little while getting used to things.
Well, that's the thing, is I update exclusively through my token. I was wondering why
Gotcha.
my sheet wasn't updating.
Okay, well, there's your updated token there. Alrighty. What else was there? Anything else? Has Aya healed yet? With the 11 hit points, I don't think so.
Oh,
Did anybody have leftover heals from last game? Before
I don't
remember what happened.
think Dweon had one healing infusion left.
Yeah, he had one heal he
think
can
so?
use if he needed to.
Okay, I guess he'll pop, before we start resting up, he'll pop his leftover one of those and then ask for 2 healing surges from the group to make more.
So, who wants to donate?
I will.
You'll donate 1.
How many have
okay.
you got right now? Because
I have 13.
okay, you have 13. Aya's going to get his restorative. Aya can restore HP surge plus his wisdom modifier, as if you had spent that surge, you don't actually spend it. Let me double check and make sure that's accurate. Yep, it is, and that wisdom modifier is in fact 3. So surge plus 3, you don't actually spend this surge. It's healing. It's the one at 11 HP. So that's a little
he's no
bonus to
longer at
your
11
spending your
HP.
healing surge
I think A is at full now.
without having to actually. What was that?
I think A is at full now.
Oh well, then he's going to use it on himself because he looks pretty hurt.
Alrighty. Yep. So, what's left over is doors B, D, and F.
All the even lettered ones.
More or less, yeah, pretty much.
I like D.
So somebody likes D. Who else? Put yourselves in front of the things at the door to let you know how the vote's going.
Yeah,
Alright.
D's just
okay,
fine.
D is gonna be fine. Let me fish out what's inside D. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Tentacles.
You wish. You wish. Alright, where's doors? Here we go. Door D. Let's get the thing to move it to it. Oh yeah, I need one of that thing.
Where are we?
You'll see here in a moment. So I
Okay.
fish out your grab your tokens real quick now that they're updated.
Mine aren't, but I'm still in the middle of it. But I know the numbers I'm adding, so it's okay.
Alrighty.
I'm going to give you this much.
Alrighty, so
Let's try that again.
you end up in what looks like a fairly ruined keep type thing. With giant, with a big crumbled wall in front of you. That'd be this thing here. And a really big stone thing made of stone back here that looks very, how should I say, aggressive. So, it looks like it's the time for initiative. Because the big thing over here seems to be interested in you for all the wrong reasons.
Scheiße.
Yeah, I just look at it. I'm like, oh man, I hope that thing is flammable and stabbable.
It might be.
Just a lot of thingsable.
Alrighty. Let me fish out my infos. Fishing out my... Alright. So, first thing is... Okay, so we need a 2 and a 1 and a... Alright. The stone thing. Wow. I don't have a low enough number to roll for this, so I'm gonna have to so 16.1. It's on the list. The Earthbreaker. Alright. Alright, and the Ground Shaker. It again has a smaller number than I have. Moment, up. Oh wow, this is a thing that happened. Alright, everybody's in.
Mm-hmm.
As you appear in this area, yeah, big old stone rock thing just kind of goes. But it's Aya's turn first. Now, the not a wall area is not actually a wall at all. It's not even difficult terrain because it's been busted down so thoroughly that, yeah, not really a thing. Yeah, they're the closest thing I could find for a map for this, so I had to make do. And
Ready. I'm planning.
you're planning. It is as well. This may or may not be a thing that you have time to do.
I'm just looking over my at-wills.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna ready.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ready an action.
These things are little, like, slightly broken statues, so basically they block enough that you have cover out behind them until they, well, are knocked and destroyed by something. So maybe.
And I sidled up to it and I got my my scar blade out and I'm just waiting for him to make a move.
Alrighty then. Alright, the big boulder boy goes. This big, huge, massive, rock monster is going to advance. 1, 2. Sure what it's which is. And it's gonna go one more. And then it's going to reach out its massive hand at Aya.
Alrighty, he's now in range, so I'm gonna charge at him. So 1,
You
2.
can't. Well, actually, no. You have to go to the nearest spot, which is there. So you had to have done it when he's back on
1,
the
2.
week. Well, true. You have to go around that. That's enough. Okay, I'll
Alright,
give you
snap.
that this time. All right, 31.
Alright, so 32 versus AC actually.
Yeah, it will hit. For 14.
Wait, is it done? Yes, it is. Alright, and I hit him with my Scar Blade, so that deals an extra 1.
Wow.
So a total of 17 damage.
Alright, 17 damages.
And doesn't really matter, but he can't shift until the end of my next turn.
Gotcha. Well, what he is going to do, now that he has you in his face, is going to use an ability on you. He is going to reach out and try and grab you with versus reflex.
Maybe.
So yeah, that I guess hits you, right?
No.
Yes. So you're a medium or smaller creature in its reach. He has grabbed you and picked you up. Basically, you are now up around. He's holding you up off the ground. Let's see what we want. Well, that's his standard. As a minor action, he's going to use crunch to basically deal some damage to a creature he has grabbed. You take 12 damage from being grabbed by this big hunking piece of rock.
Ow.
And want an action point or not? Yes, he does. So, alrighty. He is going to use an ability now that he has someone grabbed. He's going to use an ability called I don't like being a ranged weapon. Basically, he's throwing Aya at someone else. And that's gonna be, I think... We'll do Zool, because, hot tiefling on tiefling action. So, Zool, he's gonna throw Aya at you for a 28 versus reflex. She'll end up next to you anyways. Either way, but yeah. Does that hit your reflex?
Most definitely.
Oh boy. So... Okay. So basically, both targets will take this damage. Let me see what it is. Yep. It's a lot of damage. So I rolled some bad numbers too. You're also knocked prone by the thing. Wait, no, never mind. That's the other thing that does that. But yeah.
So we're not knocked prone?
They're not knocked prone, but yeah. Yeah, it's a big sucker that does it's its trick. It uses you as a weapon. But yeah. But that's all the actions he could do. The Earthbreaker
It's Leon's turn actually. He doesn't have a macro for initiative. I just rolled it. He got 19.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Let me add him and give him a 19. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I should have brought it up earlier. I was just waiting for to see. I was curious to see what he did. The big guy.
Turn. Yeah, Dweon's turn.
Alrighty. What is up with these tables? Like, I see that ground shaker. Like, what's up with that, this table here?
The table is basically a smashed up table sitting in that spot.
Okay, so it's something that can be seen in
It's difficult terrain, but that's about it.
Alrighty. I was curious, because, I think Leon was going to move into range, and he's smart enough, he might actually comment on the fact that the ground shaker can see us.
Or at least some
yeah. And what he's going to do is, and let me double check to make sure I've got this power, or that I understand it right. Yep, looks like I do. So basically he's going to use Thundering Armor on Manak.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically, I don't... I thought it was a reaction, my bad. I'm getting confused with, I believe, his daily or something like that. My bad. So I'm going to actually ready his action to do that whenever Manak runs up. Before he does that, he's going to throw a... I forgot what the actual name of it is, but I'm calling it Preventative Formula, the temp HP thingy on
Aya?
Let's either Aya or Manak himself. I'm not sure.
Well,
probably he'll probably do it to Manak because he's done that in the past. He's buffed up Manak with temp HP, so now Manak has a huge surge for whenever he runs into the fray.
So,
and he's going to after that.
Describe it for him just to make sure he knows what he gets. Healing surge plus.
You get a surge value plus 2 temporary hit points, so you do not spend your surge. So Dweon's just basically frantically like fumbling through his bag looking for his alchemical potions, and he kind of tosses one to you, and he's like, "Here, drink this." And then he starts casting the spell that he's ready to fire off the minute Manak actually goes and does something.
Alrighty. Gotcha.
Cool.
Alrighty. Leon's done for the moment. Alrighty. Earthbreaker. Way back.
So wait, what did Dweon do?
Mechanically, he gave Manak the temp HP formula drink that Manak or that Dweon's able to create.
Oh, okay.
And then he readied his action to cast Thundering Armor. So he's going to Thundering Armor Manak whenever Manak's finally up there. So that way Manak will have like a +1 bonus to AC, and he'll be able to smack one of the monsters Manak ran into.
Yeah, also, apparently this map is a little bit offset. So,
Oh, okay. I know that's a little rough to fix.
yeah, I'd have to fix it with the... But yeah, just so you know.
If I recall correctly, you fix it by turning off the lines, setting it to like I think 100 by 100 or 200 by 200, something like that, and then
Yeah.
circling the
Yeah,
thingy, and then
yeah, it's
setting
not-
like reset.
Yeah, it's not... Well, I don't have time.
I can't test that though.
Can't test that right now.
I'll have to get to my other game.
Yeah.
I'll
Alrighty.
verify what you do, and I'll tell you how to set it if you feel like it.
Well, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Running a game. Maybe for next time, though. Alrighty, the Earthbreaker...
Oh, no, I meant if it was bothering you. No worries.
is going to charge at Aya and try and slam her for a 25 versus AC.
That hits.
No, that's a lot. Alrighty.
Didn't that thing start up in the upper left corner?
Yeah, it moved. Oh yeah, I couldn't see it. Never mind. I couldn't have seen it from where it is. Never mind. I had to be able to see you to charge you. So, and it couldn't from where it was.
It can't move charge?
It
Like spin its move action and
It
charge?
was way up here first
Ah,
originally, so it had to move to get there and couldn't charge.
I wasn't zoomed in that far, so I didn't see where he was. My bad.
Yeah. So. Yeah. He'll ready something for anybody who gets near him. It's Zul's turn.
Okay, I think I might want to try to living missile the ground shaker before he gets a chance to act. I'm trying to think, if I do that, do I have a legal slide to get him next to Big Boulder Boy?
Let me see here. Well, this is the square that ends starts to no wall area, I think.
Are there statues here?
There are statues that could be knocked over and busted around if you wanted to, or something. If something big enough hit them. Something large or huge or gargantuan hit them, they probably would break. Or at least get knocked over.
Do I know about the Earthbreaker? Do we sense its presence?
Nope, not just yet.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. If I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I could get him adjacent to Big Boulder Boy.
Alright.
That shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna go ahead, start off, turn my move action, or I'm gonna use my minor action to distract on the ground shaker.
Alrighty.
So it's gonna grant me combat advantage. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Living Missile.
Gotcha.
Add +2 to it because of my advantage, so 29 versus Fortitude.
Shaker will hit.
And then...
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use my minor action to do the Living Missile attack.
Yay.
So I'm going to slide it, and I should be able to go down... I don't know how to work the spacebar thing, because it never works for me.
1, 2, 2. Not that way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it next to it? And you've knocked.
And then I want to skip them off too. So
So 14 versus reflex will not hit.
Okay, but so it still does half damage on a miss.
Alright.
And the ground shaker falls prone.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then
So
I have
10
I have
damage. Is it 10 damage to the thing you threw, or 10 to both?
primary target would be the one I have living missile on, so it would be 10 damage to the 10 damage to both.
Oh. Okay.
And only the primary target falls prone.
Okay.
And then I forget, I also regen up, so I'm no longer bloodied.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. Cedra.
Alrighty, this is not exactly a mess I want to jump into. I see that there's big, giant, hulking creatures, some of which can pick you up and throw you. And that's
Yeah.
not okay.
Indeed.
I feel like that ground shaker is a good target for... if only they were a little bit closer, which Cedra wouldn't have said anything, and I'm not concerned. But now I think about it... Ooh, actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so Cedra is going to help me stall for time while I find the macro. Hold on.
Alright.
1, 2, 3,
He's going to
4,
punch someone?
5, 6,
It's a knife?
7. Hold on. Yep, that's right. 7. Oh, hold on. I should re-show that. Cedra was right here, I believe. Correct?
No, it was underneath Madak.
Okay, I knew he was underneath somebody.
Okay.
Oops. Okay, let's try that one more time. What the heck is going on? Okay, there we go. I had already hit spacebar too many times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that.
Yep.
I know these statues are weirding up our movement, so I figured I should show it.
Oh, he's immobilized if you didn't know.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
sorry about
If that's the
Uh,
case, I will attack this guy, because then I know he's not going to come at me. I thought it was the other guy. I misunderstood. And then I'm going to make it simple, Blistering Flourish. No damage bonuses yet. I'm just trying to ping this guy and figure out what's up.
3 versus reflex will hit for a whole
Alrighty.
damage. No. 8.
Alright, cool. So my plan of basically getting away from one and smacking that's pretty... Do we have action points? I forgot
Yes, you've had
about that.
you've had at least
last-
you've had a thing. You had a
Perfect. Okay.
whatever the
Then
milestone.
I'm going to action point real quick. Make one of these.
That will also hit.
And that's
currently minimum damage.
actually 16 damage. Yeah. Hey, minimum's better than actually not really even minimum. I rolled a 6 on the other one.
Oh,
That's
well, it said
average.
Red. Showed it up as red. Yeah.
And he'll take 5 damage. He starts his turn in the aura. I'm drawing it out. That's Cedra's turn.
Alright,
can do Stone Grass.
Caesar's turn. Gotcha.
Yep.
Not gonna flurry of blows.
Thank you for reminding me. I've been so caught up on making sure I remember what Duyon's stuff is. I've been forgetting my own stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick.
So that's how much? 5 damage.
10. I'm just hitting the button for fun. No, it's 8 right now. I'm sorry. I forgot my thing's not up.
Alrighty. Okay. So there's a thing that happened. Alrighty. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, the Stone Grasp Elemental is going to do something interesting. It is going to use an ability called Stone Meld. That it can teleport up to 5 squares, not requiring line of sight, but it must be in contact with the ground at the beginning and end of teleport. Basically, it digs down and comes back out. So, it is within range of somebody. Of a lot of people. Who does it want to use this on? Does not know what's happened before, because couldn't see from in that little room. It really has a couple of good targets. There's Cedra, Aya, and Manak are all good possible targets. So let's make this random. Cedra is 1 and 2. Aya.
I was about to say, he wants to womp Cedra.
Aya is 3 and 4, and Manak is 5 and 6. Well, Manak He's going to use a nice little thing. It's going to take one of its little stony arms and just kind of plunge it into the ground. And then going to do something with it.
Come on, Dan.
Does a 19 hit your reflex?
It most certainly does.
Alrighty. As that hand that it thrust into the ground comes out and grabs your foot. And grabs it hard. So it's not going to... And it grabs you real hard.
Judas Priest.
Hey, at least those temps came in handy real quick.
It's holding on
Yeah,
tight.
most certainly.
And it's holding on to you tight, causing you to be restrained.
Oh no, Leon's ready to action will never come to fruition.
Yep.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah. Restrained, among other things, means you're immobilized. So, yeah. That's a bad thing for you. However, it is now your turn. The restrained part of this thing is escape end. You can try to escape as a move action if you want to try.
Monarch was gearing up to charge the thing, and
Yes.
I imagine he was kind of lurching forward as the thing grabbed his ankle. He looks down at it, looks over at the beastie,
Yeah, the little stony
And then-
rock guy.
resolutely shifts his gaze back to the big thing. And with a yell, he is going to use Thunderstep.
Ooh. Now that's cool. Alrighty. That's the one
He
where
is
you
going to pop
teleport.
up right in front of Triple B there.
Yep. Teleport is one of the few things that will get you straight out of restrained type stuff.
Yep, sure will. That's pretty cool.
Alright, 22 versus reflex will hit the big guy. The big boulder boy has been hit for 24 damage. He is
Yeah,
dazed
24
for-
thunder damage, and he's dazed.
Wait. Make that 29. Since he's slightly vulnerable to thunder damage.
I like it.
And he is dazed for one.
What was Rion going to do when Monarch started moving?
He's going to use Thundering Armor, so he's going to do that now. I'm going to verify I've got the attack stat right. I'm pretty sure it's, yep, it should be +8. That seems accurate.
We'll use that for
Let me
days.
minimize. That's +8. And that is, oops, almost did 1d30 for some reason. 1d20. That's an 11. That's not going to hit anything, I am sure.
But Manak does have a +1 to AC.
That is true.
Alright.
So Manak, you're a little harder to hit now.
Well, in the AC department, yes.
Yes, in that
Alrighty.
department.
It's now the ground shaker's turn.
Wait, no.
Oh, wait.
So I'm going to use my minor action to assume the form of the Relentless Panther.
Well, you did charge. And charging...
Yeah, that'll.
I didn't.
Oh, no, you didn't charge. Never mind.
Oh, that's
Go
right.
ahead. Sorry, I forgot about that.
I thought.
So-
I thought. Yeah, duh. I completely forgot you had a really awesome teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So form of the Relentless Panther. In this form, I get +2 to reflex and a +1 to attack rolls against enemies marked by me, which Triple B is now.
Yep.
I am going to shift. Well, I can shift 2 squares as a move action. So I'm going to slide right here,
Okay.
and let's see. We have been through enough milestones, so we started this fight with 2 action points, correct?
Yeah, unless you used one in the last battle, yeah. You have at least one.
Okay, I did. Yeah,
Well,
I
at
did
least one.
not.
You have at least one. Also, if you finish when you finish this one, you have another one. So you might as well use one.
Cool. Alright, so I pop that. I'm going to pop an action point. Let's double check this attack here. Yeah, I'm going to use the Form of the Relentless Panther attack.
Okay. So let's
Also on Triple B. And
Okay.
roll.
23 versus reflex will hit. And for 17 damage. Actually, 20. Does that include your combat advantage you have on him? So,
No, didn't.
still hits, so just wanted to make sure. Ongoing 5 damage. Okay, ongoing 5. Is it any particular type, or is it just hurt?
It is just straight up damage.
Alrighty, it is now.
Oh, wait. It does deal extra damage equal to my con mod while I'm in a guardian form because of my weapon.
Okay, what's your con mod?
My con mod is 4.
Alright, we'll cut. So 4 more damage to this thing. That thing. It is not looking very happy right now. But it's not. But I believe that's about all you can do, other than maybe mark this guy. Just to be safe. 'Cause that's a free action.
Yeah, I can only shift before I make that attack. So yeah.
So go ahead, put it. We'll mark him. What color you want your mark to be?
Blue.
Blue. Alright, now it's the ground shaker's turn. The ground shaker is currently immobilized. Let's see what it can do.
And prone.
And prone.
Having a good
Yeah.
time, essentially.
Alrighty, it is going to do something. It's going to do something called tremor, because it's not next to anything. Oh wait, no, never mind. It actually has reach. So it's going to try and hit Manic with a slam versus his AC. 20 versus AC probably misses.
Yep, that misses.
Alright, so he missed. That was his turn. And he's going to try and save against being immobilized. And does not. And it's back to the top with Aya.
Alrighty. Let's see. Looks like I'm the only one who's really super hurt.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna throw an Ardent Surge on myself. Surge +5.
Well, the big boulder boy is very hurt. He could use a
Well,
healer.
I'm not concerned about him.
Really? Sad.
I
No,
don't.
man, I can see you are concerned about him.
I don't heal
We are
him.
very
because
concerned
he's
with this health.
Yankees. Okay, so I'm not bloodied anymore, and I get a +1 to hit. So now I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's right up to the big boulder boy.
Damn straight.
Who's looking at you stupidly because he's dazed and stuff.
Yep. I'm just gonna hit him with a plain old demoralizing strike.
Might as well.
Alright, well that's a 17. Is he bloodied?
He's been bloody for a while, yeah.
Okay, so that's 17, 18, and he's granting combat advantage, so that's actually a 20 versus his AC.
Which will hit for 11 damage.
Well, 11
Plus your
plus.
fire.
So a total of 16.
Alrighty.
And he
How's
takes
it-
a -2 to his
How does
defenses.
it look when you
Oh.
knock him down?
Oh, well, I would have swiped at his leg because that's what I could reach, and I guess I chipped off his leg at the kneecap, and he tumbles over on his side, falls on his face, and his head cracks off.
Okay. Gotcha.
And
I'm
Aya
glad
looks
you got the
surprised.
glory of your kill.
Aya looks surprised,
Like
like,
a-
oh, alright then.
Yep.
I was about to say, I'm glad you got the glory of your kill, but if you had done a little less damage, I was like, oh, come on, death by fire. You took it
Or
from
the mana or whatever ongoing damage, yeah. Yep.
or ongoing damage. Yeah, just miss damage to death.
Yeah. Alright, so that's Aya's. Anything else Aya's doing? Action pointing and
aside
charging.
from bowing.
Yeah, I do have an action point I gotta spend now.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna actually action point and charge at this thing.
Okay. Your little strikey thing.
Yep.
Alright, 26 for safety will hit. 13 damage.
So well, actually 13, 15.
Well, actually, remember it only does it once per round, your Scar Blade.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Or once per turn, at least.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So, total 15 damage.
The 15 damage. Did I do it all? No. Minus 2 more. Alrighty. Anything else?
And Stonegrass cannot shift.
Gotcha. Big
And that's
boulder
everything I can
rolls
do.
down. Dweon.
Alrighty, well, he's not going to know about that thing over there, so he can't steal its speed. Oh, actually, well, no, that ground shaker is going to be probably over there for a while.
At least for a little while.
Yeah. Dweon has cover from that stone grasp right now, correct?
Yeah, at least.
Okay. I think that stone grasp looks like it's occupied by Aya, so it probably won't attack him. He's going to... Let me make sure the range is accurate. You can see through these statues, correct?
Yeah, that statue there, it has been knocked over and smashed to bits.
Okay, that's what I
By
thought.
the ground shaker being thrown through it.
Alrighty.
In
In that case, looks like he can... Oh, that's it. I thought that was a ranged attack too. He's got a lot of centered on ally things. I thought he only had the one. Keep screwing up the range on some of these. Okay, so he can't do that.
I think he intentionally picks things where allies explode.
Yeah, no, I enjoy that about it. I just didn't realize it was this many, and so I've been kind of glazing over some of his ranges, and it just occurred to me that a lot of them need somebody next to them to target people.
Well, Aya is
So
next
he's
to
actually-
someone.
Yeah, so he's going to actually, he's trying to get that ground shaker. But if that's the case, Aya is going to get this frosting thingy, which is a good way to sell it. Actually, this is the one where if it attacks you, you take damage, or the enemy does. I was saying you as in not Aya.
Dweon, make me an Arcana check. Knowledge,
Arcana.
Knowledge of. I believe that.
Okay.
Yep.
His value is
His value is
13. So I've got to add that. I have to scroll up 2 pages. So he gets a 28 on his Arcana check. He's trying to figure something out that is about to be
Alrighty.
revealed.
Here's the thing.
hopefully.
Thinking on it, a lot of rock and crystal type creatures, like these seem to be mainly made out of, would probably be vulnerable to thunder. A sonic attack could shatter or hurt it more, usually.
He just seen that
Oh,
from
okay.
what Monarch did to
And
Triple
also-
B there, right?
And also seeing what it what would happen to the big one. That this is
Oh
probably
yeah,
from
I
even
wasn't
small
assuming.
ones. They all
Yeah,
be-
I hadn't made any sort of assumption that what was done to the big one would likewise. For all I know, it could have been
yeah.
some sort of like, oh, this one's like frost rock or something weird like that. So I didn't bother to make that sort of
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
But
also,
yes,
you guys
thank you
have
for
fought
prompting.
similar.
That helped out.
You fought these things before, well, except for Manak.
I know the big hammer guy sounded familiar. I wasn't sure if we'd also fought these guys as well.
Yeah, you fought
I
the
just-
little guys too.
Okay, well he's going to change that to a thundering thing.
Yeah,
I guess keep that damage roll. They're all the same damage roll.
Yeah.
That is versus. I thought it was fortitude.
I'm not
It's
seeing any
fortitude.
attack roll or damage roll.
And
I'm not seeing the attack.
just verifying that first. You don't see the 28?
28 was the Arcana.
Oh, duh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really out of it today because they bought beers for the Super Bowl. Hey, that's a 12. So Dweon is instead going to unfortunately miss again. However, A still gets that +1 bonus to AC.
That's an effect. Yep. All right. Anything else?
Who gets +1 to AC?
No,
Yeah.
Aya
Oh.
does. Yeah, and Aya's looking a lot better. It looks like. I assume your health bar is yellow, or is
Yeah.
that your brown bar?
My brown bar is my power point.
Okay, cool. Just verifying. Okay, yeah. So Aya's looking pretty good. Manic's looking pretty good. Zul's looking pretty good, or is Zul a little bit more hurt than she looks?
I'm at just above half.
He's going to save healing surge for now, then, because he never knows whenever it might come in handy, especially with everybody on the cusp. So that's I believe all he's going to do. He's moved. He's attacked. That's it.
Alrighty. The Earthbreaker Elemental. Alright. The Earthbreaker Elemental did not get its thing triggered. It's readied. It's gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna wander up to Manic
Alright.
and attempt to slam him in the face. Because, yeah, that's a thing it does. Versus your AC.
She.
Well,
A little bit.
2d10 plus 3 damage. So, maxed out, that is 23 damage.
Dweon has a good feeling he knows where his healing is going now.
Yeah, I think so too. And he gets to push you a bit too. So, he's gonna shove you right over there.
About to be touched.
Yeah. And, what was it? Oh yeah, you're in the Ground Shaker's aura. Ground Shaker also has a thing that its aura does. Whenever a non-Earth creature that is standing on the ground is hit by an attack while in this aura, that creature falls prone. It's basically shaking slightly, and a good hit can knock you down. Just enough. Yep. These work well together. But that's his turn. Yeah, that's his turn, though. And Jul's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with a Betrayal, Augment 2. Is the Earthbreaker getting cover from the destroyed statue?
Nah, not really. It's close enough.
Okay.
The Ground Shaker can hit it from with its right arm instead of its left if it wants to.
I'm guessing the Ground Shaker probably does more damage with an NBA than a Earthbreaker does, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. You got them earth-breaking arms versus those ground-shaking feet, or whatever. I don't know what these guys use.
Maybe.
We're gonna have more damage on the Earthbreakers soon, so I'm gonna go with Betrayal 2 on the Earthbreaker.
Alrighty, bring it. Got a 19 versus Will,
Oh.
which will hit.
And yeah, the slide is. I can't slide him closer to you guys. Well, I could slide him. I'm gonna slide him one to the left, so at least that way when Manic stands, he
here?
can charge. Yeah.
Alrighty, cool. Slide them there, and he's gonna smack that with a plus four bonus to the attack and damage. So Earthbreaker is going to attack versus AC. The +4 to this. That will hit the Ground Shaker. And we'll do the 2d10. 2d10 plus 3 for 12 damage on the Ground Shaker.
Plus 4 damage.
+4 for 16 total.
Okay. I'm then going to action point and drop a Augment 2 Betrayal on both of them.
Oh boy. So they both hit.
And
They both attack each other.
oh, sorry, not Augment 2 Betrayal. Sorry, Augment 2 Dishearten.
Gotcha. Okay. So
And
first one.
boom, up to down.
First one is the Ground Shaker will miss. The other one will also miss.
Okay, that is
They're
unfortunate.
they're both granting combat advantage, so it's an 18 and a 15.
Still misses.
Oh. Okay. And then finally, I'm going to use my minor action
Yeah. Go ahead.
to slide the ground shaker.
Yeah.
I want to send him up this hallway if possible, but slide him, at least one square next to the Earthbreaker.
Gotcha.
Okay, and I'm
Alright.
going to do that attack roll.
Alright. Do the attack roll for that.
Yep, and boom.
Versus reflex. Will not hit again.
Oh well, he takes half damage and is prone, but
Alright,
still
how much
sends him
damage?
sliding up.
How much damage?
Is there any reason that would have combat advantage or?
Oh crap! That doesn't. I screwed up on that. My bad. Let me add that into the macro.
Yeah, the damage didn't work.
I somehow overlooked that. That's a pretty big thing to overlook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the damage is kind of important.
A little bit. Okay. Boom. 15. Well, half that, so 7.
Okay, so 7 to each of them.
Just to clarify, there's no reason there would be combat advantage involved.
No, I don't think.
The one guy's prone and the other's dazed, so.
Yeah, but it's still not enough to hit either of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, wait. Were you doing against the Earthbreaker with that attack?
The attack roll would be against the Earthbreaker. It would be the secondary target. Yeah.
Okay, this one would be versus the Earthbreaker, not the big one. 15.
Yeah.
So that actually just hit. Oh wait, no. Yeah, never mind. I was looking at the wrong stat. Never mind. No. Oh well.
So I'll try to slide him, up that hallway
1,
as far as I
2,
can.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then I think I still have a move action. I'm going to use it to move over and hide out in the corner.
Gotcha.
And then that'll be my turn.
Alright, Cedra.
Alrighty, this will be fun. I know exactly what I'm going to do because suddenly that big guy's gone. Actually, I don't need to move like that because he's. Oops. Move 6 squares there, looping around. Sure, I'll just blistering flourish him, and I've got him in position for Manak to come whomp him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Earthbreaker's dazed, so you'll have combat advantage against him anyway.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty. 19.
That's got my combat advantage included.
Yep. Now hit.
Alrighty. And then let me throw down a Desert Flurry. It's 8 damage.
Alrighty. So how much damage you do with Monk? Alrighty. 13 plus the 8. 21 total.
Oh, I'm talking into a muted mic.
Yeah. So how much
Okay,
did,
no big deal.
so that all the numbers are right?
Yeah, 21 damage. All the numbers got added in. The combat advantage got added to reflex and all that jazz.
Gotcha.
Yep, and I've got them all set up for Manak to come charge him or come move into his and smack him if Manak
Alright.
chooses.
Alrighty, so
And we're having a good time.
that's your
And
turn?
then aura goes away. Yep.
Alright. The Stone Grasp Elemental is next to somebody. Does not like being next to somebody. But doesn't know how. But can't actually get away easily. So it's going to slam to somebody that's next to him.
Fair enough.
Versus your AC.
That hits.
Alrighty. At least it's. It's pretty hard for it. 16 damage.
I'm gonna burn him.
He burns. -8. Alright. Alrighty, he's burned. Anything else? That's pretty much his turn. He already used his stone melt, so he can't get away. Alrighty, Manak.
Alright, so standing up takes what again?
Move
Move
action.
action.
All of the move action?
All the move action.
Yep.
Okay.
However, you can charge something, and there's something just in charge range.
Alright, so I am going to stand up,
Alrighty.
and I will go ahead and charge it.
Alright. Melee basic with an additional +1. And he's also granting combat advantage, so another +2, so +3 total.
And
Extra.
I'm going to mark him so I get another +1 because my guardian form.
Ah.
So
Alright.
1d20 plus 4 plus whatever else I have.
Yeah, plus your 12. You're like 8. Plus 12 total.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Swing.
That is a hit.
What does high crit do again?
When you crit, you get a extra die worth of damage in addition to everything else.
Oh, okay. Alright, I wasn't sure if that expanded the crit range. Never mind.
No.
Okay,
So, most
so-
things that expand crit range are either epic, or there's a couple of Paragon paths that do it too.
Oh, okay.
And
There's some
other than
items
that,
as
it's a
well.
there's a few temporary things too, or specific weapons. But basically,
I know you can get some items for tier and stuff that do it. Or no, I think it's late heroic or early paragon.
Yeah.
Jagged, whatever the heck that is.
yeah, Jagged is like early Paragon, like 12 or
Okay.
13
I believe
Paragon.
Melagant's Darkblade does it too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say jagged weapon is dumb. Meligon's Darkblade is way better.
unless you're using something that's not a sword. But anyways,
Are there
yeah,
any
so
bonuses for damage associated with charging, or just...
not
Straight
unless you
damage.
have
Plus one
certain
attack.
items. If you have certain items, yes, but I don't think you
Okay.
have any of those.
And
No, I
Aya's
don't.
got both of those items.
I am going to use my encounter power associated with giant kind gloves to add +2 to the damage.
Might as well. Go ahead.
So,
So 12,
12.
14 total. Is that
No,
including-
no,
oh,
12
that's
total.
including the +2. Okay.
yeah, I included the +2.
Alrighty. That will bloody this. As a result of becoming bloodied, the
Yay, we
Earthbreaker
set ourselves up
Elemental
like
will
stooges.
bleed. And that's its turn. And that's your turn since you charged, finishing it.
Or at the very least, he'll magmate.
Something like that. The ground shaker is back in the back room. It is not happy with this. It still cannot move. It's technically also still prone because, well, never stood up. Or tried to.
He's
Sit in the
just in
corner
some
until it
sort of
figures out what it
magma-like
feels.
fetal position.
Yeah. He'll at least stand up, but that's about all he can do. Since he's kind of stuck where he's at. Then he'll try and save at the end of his turn. That!
Aw, QQ.
Oh, well. At least you got him somewhere bad for him. And back to the front, to the beginning of the turn order with Aya.
May I mention how rare it is that Aya gets to go first?
Yes. Yes, what did you roll? A 24 on a d20?
Yep.
Wait. A natural 24 on a d20.
Yep, I crit my initiative.
Mm-hmm. Well, go for it. Make the
All
most
right.
out of it.
Yep, I'm gonna hit him with an Augment 2 Energizing Strike.
Might as well.
Watcha! 26 versus AC.
Alright, that will hit for 20 damage.
Well, 25.
25 damage. That will bloody him.
Nice. I'll heal myself.
Yep.
So, and I'm gonna shift a square over,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna throw Manak my second Ardent Surge.
He might need it soon.
Alright, so Manak, heal for your Surge plus 6.
And get a +1 to attack rolls on your next turn. Alrighty. Anything else?
Actually, I'm going to shift here.
Since you still get him there, yeah. Alrighty. Anything else?
You can tell my healing range is it's because it's also my mantle range.
Yep. Alright, anything else A is doing?
Not at the moment, that's everything I can do.
Alright, Dweon's turn.
And just as a reminder, I haven't posted it in a while, my mantle effect.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, yeah. Alrighty,
Right on.
Dweon. What will Dweon do?
Alright, I was gonna try and thunder that thing again, so instead I'm gonna try and thunder that thing again.
The other thing.
That thing being the Earthbreaker, so I'm
Alright.
going to move him a little closer. He's going to be like actually right here now. And then he's going to roll 1d20 plus 8.
Alright.
And maybe even this time it will... Oops, not 88. It definitely would have hit if I did that.
Gee willikers, I got a
Nah,
90.
you rolled a 1. It still misses. An 89 misses.
Oh, how about an 18?
Alright, 27 will hit. How much damage you doing?
Alright. That is 1d8 plus number. I'm willing to bet that number is 4 plus 1. And I'm going to double check that.
4 or 5.
Well, it's, let's see. Intelligence plus whatever his modifiers are. I assume he's only got a plus 1 weapon, and I assume he's only got a 18 intelligence. He does have an 18 intelligence, and then he has a plus 1 weapon. Okay, so it is 5.
Yep.
Loving it. Doop. That's thunder damage, or lightning damage, I believe, specifically.
So, 16 is vulnerable.
No, it's thundering.
Yep.
He's got sag, shock, and thundering. That's not confusing.
Alright. Anything else that Dweon is doing?
He does make of note that Manak can add that plus 1 bonus to AC back to his sheet again, and he's tempted to use another one of those temp HP potions, but I don't know who a likely target is, because I'm pretty sure that Earthbreaker has a good even 50-50 split on who it attacks. How many surges does Manak have, actually?
I have 10 left.
10 left? Okay, Cedra's getting this for sure, then.
Speaking of
Because
which,
you probably have as much HP.
I was
before.
going to say that this has nothing to do with surges, but Andrew, you copied the wrong tokens over. We're supposed to be the black tokens.
Yeah, this is the tokens we had from the other thing, so I will make sure we have the black border tokens for next session. But yeah, it's kind of...
Just pointing it out.
Just pointing that out. Yeah, I know.
Alright, but Cedar's going to get temps equal to surge value plus 3, and that's Dweon's turn. He shattered up that thingy, threw that potion. He's in a good spot.
Alrighty. Dweon's done. Earthbreaker.
I just realized Earthbreaker's not showing up as marked.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mark him. Yeah, sorry. Blue mark.
And while you're there, he's dazed too.
Yeah. Dazified. Yeah, it's one action he can do, and
He's probably gonna punch somebody.
yeah.
He knows
but
it's
what
good for him.
kind-
He'll punch me.
Yes, true. You're marking him. What shall he? Yes.
But he is also an animate pile of rock. Would he be smart enough to know the mark does what it does?
These guys seem like they have some form of intelligence. They did something kind of smart earlier, although now that it's escaped me, I can't back it up. I just remember thinking to myself, oh, that thing knew what's up.
It probably is super dumb,
Let's see.
and I don't know if it's facing me.
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart enough to know that. However, know that.
He felt the thing just add to him, and he's like, "It's your fault."
Yeah, so he is going to use. He's actually going to use a special attack.
Uh-oh.
Earthbreaker.
Manak run.
So he is going to basically kind of burrow enough down into the ground to basically pop up underneath Manak and try and punch him and knock him around. So
Was it 17 the attack?
Games for a
He
low
is
blow.
going to
That is
hit-
not cool.
does
Oh.
a 23 hit your reflex? That was an int check to see if he was smart enough to know to attack you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. 23 will hit.
Alright, 23 will hit your reflex. Let us find our wondrous. Alrighty. 18 damage.
Oops.
And he switches spaces with the places with the target if it's the same size or smaller. So he's where you
I was
were.
mortified when I thought you said switches faces.
So
Dear
he's
God.
there and you're there now.
Well, he is a rock thing and you are a Goliath. There wouldn't be too much difference.
Yeah, close enough. It's close enough. You're close enough to the right size.
The only difference would be that we all of a sudden noticed that Manak doesn't emote as much as he normally does. And he didn't do much of that anyway because he's a Goliath.
Anyway, so the Earthbreaker was dazed. Was it dazed save ends or something else?
It was
Zul
an
save?
effective betrayal.
Okay, so it's just for a turn. You
Yeah.
don't need to save against anything. Alright, Zul's turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move up a bit so I'm at least, have a good view of everything. And I'm going to drop a Augment Zero Dishearten on the Stone Grasp.
Gotcha. That will hit it. For 8
And I
seconds.
don't really think I have anything I can do with my minor action. So that will be my turn.
Alrighty. It has hurt it. It is not happy and very unhappy now.
Because he's unhappy. When the
Alright,
siren
Cedra.
comes on out and it drops psychic bombs on you, I'm so unhappy.
Alright, Cedra.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna have to definitely move it into place. Definitely, I'm kind of warily shuffling about him as I'm worried he's gonna slug me. Although,
He's no longer dazed now.
Oh yeah, Zul's turns over.
Yeah, he's gonna smack you for that.
for what?
For walking by him.
No,
Oh,
I-
he went down.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Going around.
grabbed
Around,
him
so
around
we
him.
never mind
yeah,
then.
just-
Never mind.
Cedar
Alrighty.
knows how to not be slapped.
Yeah, I learned the crab walk maneuver back in
Cedar knows
combat
how
school.
not to be seen.
Cedar's a good hoe. He knows how not to piss off the pimp.
Alright, so he punched him. That hit.
That's
Yowza, that'll hit.
12 damage. Anything else to add to that? Like flurry of blows?
it'll be 8 more fire damage.
Alrighty. So that is 20 total. And how do you break this stone? This earth?
Well, I know the flurry of blows is a follow up fire punch, or actually I guess it's my flurry of blows that me swinging my my backup weapon. But
You go fist of the North Star on him.
well, what's likely is I weaken the heck out of him with that blistering flourish, which would have been me just swinging my weapon wildly. So that's probably just me I'm super fast mining away at him, just chipping rock, swing,
Alrighty.
and then finally followed up with
Alright,
a
anything else
swift
you're doing
swing.
on your turn?
You know what? Move standard. I don't have a minor I can really pop aside from my aura. I think that is me done.
Alright, Stonegrass Elemental. It's currently bloodied. Very much so. It's gonna pull a rock out of itself and throw it at Aya. So versus Aya's AC, that should hit.
Well, screw you, guy.
This is like a chimp flinging poo.
Well, the poo is a lot more solid than should be.
Needs to get that checked out.
So 14 damage, and he knocks you down, knocks you prone. That's basically you get hit by a big old rock real hard and get knocked off your feet.
I keep going back and forth between bloodied, unbloodied, bloodied, unbloodied.
Yep. And there's nothing stopping it from moving around.
Nope. He's free to go where he wants
He's
to
just
go.
trying to get away. And it's Manak's turn.
Alright, Manak's going to turn in the direction that he saw the ground shaker move. And he is going to stride over that way,
Gotcha.
turn in the corner, see it, and he's going to go and use second wind.
Okay. Gotcha. So I can get close to it. That thing. Alrighty.
Alright, so...
Alrighty.
Just trying to remember everything that goes along with that.
You heal your surge
Use
value, you get a
two
plus 2 to your
surges.
defenses.
And everything else, the other special thing.
Alright, so... 60... No longer bloodied. And I can shift.
Also, this is kind of embarrassing, but I've been forgetting to add my horned helm to my charges, so
Yeah.
Dope.
that was lame.
I'm going to shift right up to this thing.
Gotcha.
Mark it.
And it takes a -4 to attack rolls that don't include you, but right now you're the only target near it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very least, if it decides to walk away or something else, yeah, bad news for it.
I'm... Excuse me.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use my minor to pop Stone's Endurance.
That's also a good idea. It's probably going to attack you. Probably don't
that-
want to.
He's going to tap that.
Oh, I forgot to mark from last time. Alright.
Alright, anything else?
And I'm going to use my last action point.
Well, you could only
to
use
go ahead and
one
use-
action point per encounter.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
There's a Warlord Paragon path where you can spend more than one, and a Bard one too.
But that's not for many levels ahead.
Alright, so I'm just going to round the corner, take a deep breath, kind of hulk up a little bit, walk up to it, and just point at my chin.
Alrighty. You point at your chin. It looks at you funny. And
He looks at you funny and he just bonks you on the head.
Yeah, it's just gonna bonk you on the head.
He doesn't understand taunts.
Versus AC 23 might hit.
So
Actually,
I have a +1 from Thunder Armor. No, that barely misses.
sorry.
That's it.
I'm getting it's getting
Apparently, that just barely misses. So,
Alrighty.
Yep.
So
show.
and he doesn't have and this thing doesn't have action points or anything, so Aya's turn.
Alrighty, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to look at this guy and be like, "Where do you think you're going?" I'm going to charge him.
Gotcha. Ring it.
32 versus AC.
That will hit.
For 16, 20, 22 damage.
Much more than he had. Much more than the 6 he had left.
Oh, well. Dang.
Yeah. He's down there real low. Alright.
Hey, it was worth it.
Alright, Dweon.
Got that little rock throwing asshole out of here.
Dweon.
Alrighty, Leon's checking real quick look to see if he's got line of sight to the ground thingy. He doesn't, but he does see that Aya just absolutely destroys the other rock guy to the right. And knowing that Zul's been playing airplanes with the other one, he's going to go this direction and see if he can see it then. And I don't believe he can.
Playing airplanes, huh? Now
I mean, pretty much.
Now I'm just visualizing a rock golem flying through the air with his arms outstretched.
Alrighty, Juyan's going to move there, and he's going to ready the only ranged action single target power that he has to go off if it moves within line of sight. It currently does not have line of sight.
No.
Oh, but you know what? Uh-oh. I think Manak actually saved the day. If I recall correctly, I think I need line of sight to the ally for the enemy. I gotta double check that, though.
I think
Thundering
the ally
armor,
is the target.
one creature adjacent to primary target. Hey, Dave was saved, actually. Okay, that worked out. I was so preoccupied trying to get that,
Yeah, so
that
you're gonna
rock
thundering armor
Yep.
on Manak to get the ground.
typing it up, and there we go. And yes. I think that's going to hit against,
Yeah,
AC.
25 will hit it.
Okay, cool.
I think that's it.
Doopy-doo, 1100. Easy for me to say.
Elendrid.
Fluff. 11
And it's thunder
damage.
damage.
Under damage.
Alrighty. That will
Manak's
just
got
bloody
plus 1
it.
to AC still.
That will just bloody it. As a result of becoming bloodied,
It keeps happening. I'm sorry, Manak.
it bleeds.
Oh, that's even a rerun.
Yep.
I'm worried about this bleeding.
Alright, so that's Zuion's turn. Right?
It certainly is. He moved. He does not have. He does have the ability to minor, but he's going to save it.
So, Zul's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna straight out run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna take a -5, and I'm gonna go ahead and dishearten Augment 0.
On the thing.
So 7 versus Will,
Very not.
and that'll be my turn. I
Alright.
grant combat advantage, and
Alright,
that is turn.
Sidra.
Alright, Cedar's also going to have an equally hard time. And I must say, I can't complain because essentially what we're doing is taking 2 turns to box him into his death rather than 1. But Cedar's going to move 35 feet, 7 squares real quick.
Yeah.
And I can't charge. I wish I could charge. I don't have a melee basic attack. I wish I had one I could use a freaking dagger with. But we're looking good at hitting this guy with a dagger.
You're gonna throw a knife at him.
Tell you what, let's even select the macro or the token first.
Alright.
So I throw my knife on.
Hit,
Well, I wish, but it won't be fire damage.
hit for
Um,
damage.
And the damage is accurate. Yep. And unfortunately, I could Fury of Blows, but I cannot. He is too far away. But at least I've hocked my knife at him.
Alrighty. These down, then it's Manak's turn.
Because sometimes all you can do is chuck a knife at it.
Oh man, one of
Manak's
these
gonna
days I want the ability to charge.
Manak's gonna smirk at the thing after it failed to hit him, and he's gonna go into a wild blood frenzy.
Good idea.
What's that do?
That's the one that hits twice?
Yeah.
Yep, alright. Bring that.
Is that an encounter power?
I think so, yeah. Alright, 15. First, unless you can get a +4 to it, hint, hint, Zul, hint, hint.
Yep, I'll give it to you. Boom. Yep, so augment 1, 8 ups in sight. Oh, I'm sorry, that's only +2.
Oh. The second definitely hit, and
I
that
was
was
about to
the
say
one
it
that
was
did
a
the lot.
50 shot.
And that's the one that hit the hardest, at least. So, another 19 damage. This is getting down there, but not quite there.
Was this thing dazed?
It was dazed a while
Magic-
ago, and
No one
it
was
saved.
at one point.
Oh, okay.
The other one, oh yeah, it's a big, big, big boy. Big boy.
I was just wondering if I had
Yes.
combat advantage for any reason, but alright.
Not just yet, but yeah. Well, it's getting down there.
And I just want to make sure he is marked as being marked.
Yeah, he's being marked. Thing. Alrighty. Ground Shaker's turn.
It's time for him to make his last big hurrah.
Maybe, yeah. He is going to slam on Manak. Because that's about all he's got left. He's probably got a hit with a 29.
Ow! Yep.
Now, let's find the damage. Did I actually hit with him? I don't think I've hit it with him. Okay. Because he can hit like a truck. And does so. He just missed a couple of times. And was in a bunch of places he couldn't hit things with. But yeah. Probably gonna be the last hurrah.
Evidently, that's quite a hurrah.
Alright, Aya. Aya's on the other side of the keep.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, I can't do very much. It's useful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Double move to get near.
and yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm done.
Alrighty. Leon's turn.
Alright. I hate to say Julian's going to do a rerun, but that's pretty much the easiest thing. I'm trying not to use any of his dailies. I think that'd be fair.
Understand.
And we
Unless you-
don't really need it. But his, see, even his encounter power, that's an area burst 1. If you're only targeting one thing, it's still only... Oh, but you know what? Wow.
Combat
That's-
advantage is helpful.
See, yeah. Yeah, I think
Especially
that
since it's hard to
might
get
just,
a good
do the
flank on
trick.
this thing where it's at.
Oh, Cedar's about to do that. But I think it's worth using just for the sake of not having to move to finagle the angle, because it's an area burst. It's versus Fortitude, and it is a 24.
Yeah, and Dweon needs to be somewhere where we can see it first.
Thought he could.
Dweon's over here.
Hold on. Oh, I'm doing.
It's versus what?
Thought.
Go ahead, everything.
Oh, it's versus Fortitude. It's a +5, and oops. How about we do it like
Right.
that? And I thought with Dweon from here to hold on, does that cut? Oh, this is the one that doesn't cut through,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
These lines are throwing me off.
Yeah.
So he was going to drop the burst there, just following the line.
Alrighty. Gotcha. Alrighty. Took the damage.
That's everything he does. It's it's at 8
Zool.
thunder, and then
Zool, can
Sure.
you finish him?
Probably not, but I'll give it a try anyway. Okay, turn off my flag of shame. I'm going to go ahead and augment 0 dishearten. Ha! Nope.
Aw.
If you hit, you would have.
Womp.
And I'm going to move back into the corner, and then that's my turn.
Alright, Cedra.
alright, if I don't hit with this, like, I'm just going to, I'm like, sorry guys, I must return home. School is not for me. And I'm just going to do one of these. This will have +2. Technically got +3, I didn't add it.
That will hit for 12 damage.
Alrighty, +8.
Plus 8.
I'm doing a consistent 20 when I'm actually doing this. It's kind of amusing.
As you punch this right through the stony, shell of this thing, ending up inside, finding it to be hollow, and there being something
It's-
inside.
Inside, you find Lavos' true form.
No,
It's strange. It looks kind of like us.
because it didn't realize that we were the most suitable for this planet, or whatever. Anyway, so inside there's a couple of little things. One of those things is a key made of gold.
Yeah,
The
The
Monica
other
picked
two
that
things are gnome on a bicycle.
The other things are a pair of bracers.
up. Monica picked those
Do you
up.
have
and take a look
sick
at 'em.
lightning bolts on them?
They appear to be made out of iron, as far as you can tell. So, does anybody want to look at them?
Yeah, Monica's picking them up and taking a look at them.
Yeah.
Alright, Arcana check.
Oh.
Yeah.
At least it's not a negative.
Once you figure out what it is, you'll figure out it's in the. Yeah, you have no clue.
Monica just hands it out to Cedar. Here, I don't know what this is.
Oh man, you know Cedar's going to give this a proper go.
Go for it.
Oh man, let me find the button. It's probably under A for awesome. Ha ha ha! The results are exactly as awesome as I thought. Cedar knows exactly what these are. These are those things Xena, warrior princess, used when she left the Amazons.
Yeah, I can give a shot at it. Oh, wait, yeah, it looks like
Cedar just
looks
passes
like
it down
she's
the
got
line.
Alright, so Aya is looking at it. Looking at it. Scratches her head. And hands it off to somebody else to check. So who
Bill's
will it
turn.
be?
Okay. If Thea didn't get it, I'll try it. Let's see. Arcana. Boom.
Alrighty, better. These would appear to be iron armbands of power, as is seen in the Skype chat.
Ooh,
They are an
nice.
arm slot item that makes your melee attacks more damaging by a bit.
That
They're
will definitely help my force punching.
or somebody else's.
You can just punch through the armbands, and like as the force picks up like a force, it just kind of they form around. That is
So-
totally legit.
So yeah.
That said, I feel like a few of us could use these. I definitely would like them. I'm sure other people would definitely like them.
I got bracers.
I'll leave that to someone else, to decide who gets it, because that's
Yeah.
it's beyond my pay grade.
I think I've picked up the last two items.
Yeah,
So-
true. So Cedra,
But yeah, they're Cedars as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, unless you,
Alrighty.
yeah.
I put them on, and I'm like, I'm feeling mighty, like all Richard Simmons style. Like I'm feeling good, dancing to the oldies,
Yes.
wearing these things.
Okay.
I'm wearing the yellow mustardy yoga pants. I wonder if they turn into yellow, like mustard colored
Alright, so the
sweatbands when I put them on
so
for
the
matching.
so the portal that led you in
Suddenly a
here
headband.
is now
Yes.
active again. Portal that led in here is now active again. You can go back at it, and you found a key, a gold key.
Awesome. Well, we're starting to rack up keys. I'm excited that we're. That must mean we're passing the test. Although I feel like an added satisfaction thing would be knowing how easily we're surpassing Team Gorgon on their finals. But you take what you get.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna head you back in here.
I'm frustrated because I feel like I did not control Dwion's second heal properly. Cedra, in hindsight, did not need those hymns after all.
I feel very drained after that last fight.
I think throwing the dagger instead of being able to just move up to the thing was what made the difference between whether Manak got that extra head in him or not. I wish I could have moved up to him, but
Alright.
That's one thing I don't like about
So that,
monks. No MBA.
I'm not sure. The Stone Fist. Then you
Man, if I'm strength monk instead of con monk instead of whiz monk instead of charisma monk.
Yeah. That's why I like half orc, strength-based monks. They're fun.
I do like the is it Githzerai strength and whiz, or there's one that wasn't half orc that I really enjoyed. Three Kreen. Duh.
Yeah. Yeah, bug people.
Oh
Alright,
well, the
we're
bug people are always fun because you can like do fantasy moves like someone's like, oh please save my daughter, and I'm like, oh I chew on my antenna and look to the left.
I always like to. I had a Thrycreen for a while, and I always like to say things like, he chitters with the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
the benefit of clickety clack speak.
Yeah, Chuck was fun.
Yeah, his thorax vibrates with happiness.
Alright.
I just would have fun coming up with things like that where he would do these really bizarre insecty things. It's like, is that a good thing?
Alrighty, so how's everybody feeling? It's 5 minutes till 10.
Oh, I'm feeling great.
Feeling great?
Yeah.
Think
I'm
we can
feeling
get
groovy.
think
Would
we
you
can
like
at least
a
get
beer
another
count?
door through?
Actually, we're not going to have a beer count on camera. Well, I spoiled it. I've had a lot.
Alrighty, so we got 2 doors left, and you've got 2 of 3 keys. So behind one of those is a key, behind the other is who knows what.
B for Bahamut.
No,
Alrighty.
we already agreed we're saving that for last. How about door F for Bahamut?
How about door F for my fist in your face?
Are you
Alright,
taking
fine.
a short rest before going to the next door? Or?
Oh yeah, we're gonna sit down.
I wouldn't mind
a
that.
few minutes and fun times.
Yeah, we're gonna reminisce fondly about these times that brought us here,
Alrighty, so
such as
room F.
it. Are we really doing room F?
I thought that's what we decided.
cool. Oh no, I didn't realize the contention had ended. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You're okay with room F?
Room F or fuck yeah, we're gonna pass.
Alrighty.
Yes. Or room F for the score we get on our final.
Alright, let me get you guys all together here enough that I can just transfer you quickly.
1 second. Can we take 2 short rests, and can I get a couple heals from you, Dweon?
Oh, Cedra will give you a heal. I know you need 2, so because you need surges, correct?
Assuming the party actually knows that. But I was saying surgeless healing because I'm out of healing. But if you
yeah.
if you
no,
want
for
to
a
give me your blood, that works too.
Actually, yeah. Hold on. He is going to. No, that was a good reminder. He's going to do his surgeless healing. Then we need to figure out where he takes his first 2 surges for the first short rest. Then he'll take
probably.
one from.
Manak has like
What's it say?
10 or 9 or
I
10
have 8 left, so go ahead.
What was that?
I have 8 left, so go ahead.
Okay. Tell you what, he'll take one from you and one from Cedra, and then Cedra will also donate one of the surges to Zul later. Because you'll need 2, correct? And then
Yep, 2 to heal me up to full. Well, wait, how much is it? Surge plus 7?
his heal it's surge plus 3.
That'll get me close enough to full, so I just need 1.
Okay, so that works out. So then he'll get. Let me get my surges fixed up.
Alright, everybody
So I've
used
got
up,
3 surges left.
everybody healed up to their tokens?
Not yet. Let me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll blow 2 surges.
Alrighty.
Get myself up max. Boom.
Alright, let me get these copied over to door F. Information here. Come on. here, and we'll also send you to it. Congratulations, you found minions. A lot of them.
Oh dear God.
Come on, man.
We're gonna have a good time. I believe in us.
There's a lot of quote unquote dwarves here.
It would be my honor to chop them up.
So let me.
I will happily step upon them.
Alrighty, that's ready.
Quick question. In the inventory tab, what would a divine boon fall under?
Probably some kind of.
Divine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Inventory tab?
Yeah, on the character sheet.
On the character sheet. Divine boons are a combination of things, whether they be like benefits granted by god trainings, styles.
More or less, they're
They
magic
basically
items.
represent a slotless item.
More or less.
Okay.
Yeah. That gives you some
Cool.
ability.
I was going to say on your actual character sheet, they would just be under the other equipment or under magic items.
Since basically they're
And
kind of
the-
like another form.
And in the builder, they have their item categories. They're under boons.
Okay, that's not a thing on Roll20. So
No.
all right.
For later use, yeah. Alrighty. So. I need to add some turns.
And I guess we roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Boy.
I'm
Damn, Daniel.
roll my minions.
the damn Daniel thing.
Double digits, yay!
I love the I hate everything he made Crikey Cameron. Because in response to damn Daniel, he came up with the, what's next, Crikey Cameron.
Alright.
He was also responsible for Dirt Plant.
And we need to add Dweon.
Yep, I was re-looking up his modifier. I forgot it was 3.
And you need to put Dweon in the box.
Alright,
In
so
the box.
we on to
criminal.
17. I'll pop that in. There we go.
Alrighty. So Siegers first. There are a bunch of dwarves with hammers.
Yeah, I'm trying to parse best how to destroy them all. Yeah, it is hammer time. I have so many options to choose. It's amazing, actually. For some reason, and you may be surprised to find this out, in this particular instance, monk training has given me many opportunities to kill dwarves in one fell swoop. And there's so many to choose from.
Yeah,
I
so many
think
dwarves.
I am going to do a... If only I had an action point. Alright, I'm going to keep this simple. I'm going to
Actually, you
5
just got an
storms
action
group.
point in that last battle. That was a milestone. You've done 4 things. 4 encounters.
That's true. But I'm going to save it and see how many I can kill in one go. I'm excited for killing dwarves. I'm going to provoke, will it be 2 opportunity attacks no matter what? Sure will. Okay, so if that's the case...
Actually,
Dweon's still not in the box.
say if I'm Cedar here, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Dweon needs
you
to
don't
be in the box.
you only provoke from this guy.
I was going to do a, like a one of these and provoke from bronze minion and silver minion, and then do a flurry and kill all 3 of them, if that made sense. So, I mean, I would still kill 3 people over there, but these guys, I don't like the look of their helmets. I don't like the look of their baldness either, but I don't know. It's a toss-up. Tell you what, I'll do what you said anyway, because you said that's only one provocation. Moving here, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that anyway. Honestly, I'm seeing 3, and I want to see them die. 5 storms, no
Minion
attack
will
bonus,
minion
3
will poke
targets.
You for 20
This will be okay. That'll be a miss if you said versus AC, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty.
And then
And this is gonna be versus.
left, right, top.
Alright. The first 2 got hit. The third not.
Alrighty.
So which-
First 2 take 14 damage.
Well, which one was the first 2?
I'm sorry. Left silver, right silver, top.
Alright.
Top bronze guy. Or bronzy looking.
Alright.
You killed 2 Dr. Wileys.
I was worried. Now that they have not popped. Oh, they have popped. Thank God.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I made a horrible mistake. I'm going to flurry of bows. Easy for me to say.
Flurry of blows and the other
blows.
Is this where Siege reveals that he's actually a magical girl?
Wouldn't that be amazing? It's just like, I've hidden a secret for you for this semester.
Alright.
Just
So Caesar's
whips
done
off my
his thing?
armor.
So
The
Caesar's
best
done
skirt
his
ever.
thing.
Yes.
Alrighty. The Lady Dwarf minions, go. The Lady Dwarf minions. We move a 5.
I hate everything you represent.
3, 4.
Women in the
1,
workforce,
3,
go home. I mean, what?
2, 3, 4.
This is what I get for killing 3 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. So 2 on Cedra first. Off. So make sure I got the right bonus. Yep. With flanking, so +2 to this. 22 and 20.
22 just hits, 20 does not hit.
Alrighty. Take your 7 damage.
Okie dokie, I'm okay.
Alright.
Cedar's like, I've been hammered. I'm cool. This player's hammered and he's cool.
Alrighty. There's one on Manak.
I've been hammered all day. This is nothing.
19 versus
Manak's
AC.
like,
will
I'll
miss.
hammer you.
We'll miss Manak.
19 versus AC?
Yep, we'll miss.
Miss.
Alright. This minion here is going to throw a little throwing hammer at Cedra. And miss. This one here is going to do the same thing. This one here is going to do the same thing for Manak. It's going to crit for a whole 8 damage.
Ow.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, they are slightly
I was
more...
disappointed you... Oh, go for it.
Good.
I was just going to say, I'm disappointed you didn't say charge, but I guess they learned their lesson by clumping up.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it for that group of minions. Aya.
Alright. I'm gonna free up Manak here. I'm gonna hit this minion with an energizing strike. Plain flavored.
Alright. That will hit. It is dead.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna send Cedra those 7 temporary hit points.
Oh, yay.
Alrighty.
Alright, that's my turn for now.
The short minions go. The short minions. I start by 1, 2, 3 up to you. Gonna go there. Short minion here is gonna walk up there. Gonna jump off the table and walk over here. These ones are gonna move a bit. This one is going to jump up on the table.
And damn it all, I find myself once again with a character who can attack many people at once without risking hurting party members.
Alright, these two are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty, so 1 on Manak, 2 on Aya. To start out with, the Manax 17 will miss AC. First one on Aya is 22.
I'm going to use Guardian's counter on that.
Okay.
I'm going to swap places with Aya.
Alrighty, swap places with Aya and hit the guy who hit her back.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm guessing a 22 misses you.
22 does just hit me.
Okay, well you take your 7 damage and smack him back.
That was fucking garbage.
Yeah, well, at least you kept Aya from getting hit. And the other minion now doesn't have has a different target now. So he's going to try and hit you. 23 will probably hit you, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, 6 or 7 more damage. Alrighty. Let's see. This guy here is going to throw a hammer at Cedra, because that's bad.
Hey, I would just say, don't worry, pal, I got your back.
And that will hit a 20 hit Cedra.
No, it's a miss.
Alrighty. This dude is going to throw a hammer at Aya. That will hit for 8 damage. Keep on forgetting they slightly different. That's pretty much all the ones that have a good place to aim at. Dweon.
Alright, I'm just checking to see if something's party friendly real quick. Ooh, it is in fact party friendly. So let's have a look, make sure. Yes, okay, perfect. So Dweon's going to try clearing out these minions with his, let me double check and see what it's called, lightning sphere.
Alright.
And he shoots out a lightning sphere. I'll draw it. It's an area burst 1.
Right centered on there.
Yep, you knew it. Right centered on there. This will be top minion, left minion, right minion.
Alrighty. This versus what? Fortitude?
It is, I believe, fortitude. Yes, I'll double check. I know
Alright,
that.
first and last, you definitely hit. Making sure. And you missed the middle one. So these two
Trapped.
are now gone.
Alrighty.
Well, you got 2 of them out. 2 of 3. You freed up A
Yep.
at least.
What's the worst? Let me make sure there's not a party member benefit I'm forgetting. Only on hits. Okay. And if that's the case, he's got he can either grant temporary healing surges or, actually I didn't indicate which ones he's making. I believe he had 2 of the temp HP last ones, or temp HP ones last time, so I'm going to assume he has 2 more of those again, and he's going to throw one at Manak.
So Manak will have a crap ton of temps.
Yes.
So hopefully be enough to... Alrighty.
Because I know Manak's probably going to be, like, surrounded shortly.
Alrighty.
We can only hope.
Yep. Alrighty.
Cross our fingers and hope he just starts getting stabbed in the face.
Alright. So Dweon did his thing. Anything else he's doing?
Uh-uh.
How many times do I get?
Alright, Zool.
It is going to be your healing surge value. It is not your healing surge. You don't spend 1. It's just the value of it, plus 2.
Okay. I'm gonna shift right there, and I'm going to drop an Augment 0 Dishearten on that cluster down there.
This one down here? Where at?
Centered right there.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
it should hit up to 6, but it'll probably hit like 2.
Alright,
okay.
so top
Dishearten
one,
0.
top, then the one under it, the 2 girls and the 2 shorties, the one underneath.
Yep. I'll probably have to roll this twice.
Alright. Alright, so the first 7, I think you hit with everyone. Maybe you missed the first one, and all the other 4 from the first one hit, and you missed the one from the. Well, you hit the 4 in the middle.
Okay.
So you hit 4 of them.
And I don't think it's prudent to burn an act point to kill minions.
Well, again,
So-
that's all there is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold on to my stuff right now. That'll be my turn.
Okay, that's your turn. Minion. Dwarven Wily ones are going now. And these ones will move a bit. Alrighty. 1 melee on Manak, 1 melee on Sidra. Get the melee on Manak first. That will hit for 7 damage. Melee on Sidra. I don't think will hit. 1 range. Oh wait, no, 2 melee on Sidra. I forgot the other one moved there. So
That'll hit.
7 damage to Manak and 7 damage to Sidra from those attacks. And there's one here that can throw it in Sidra. Will crit for 8
come now.
damage. And there's one
They're
here.
Critting like crazy with these
Good
hammers.
range. Yeah, be glad they're minions. They only do a fixed amount of damage. This minion will throw.
Then again,
it
there's so
at
many
Aya.
more.
We'll throw a hammer at Aya. 20 hit Aya.
20?
Yeah, for Stacy.
Yeah. That'll hit.
8 damage. And that's their
Wow.
turn. Manak.
Alright, I see clusters and I can't get at them because these 2 assholes in my face, so let's
Get rid of the assholes in
use
your face.
Wild Blood Frenzy.
One on each, hopefully. You got both of them.
First on the left, second on the right.
Alrighty. So, Shorty, then Wiley.
Damn it!
Oh. Give me a second here. Zool might be able to help the second one.
Is it missing by?
More than one.
I'm guessing
but
it's more than one. I'll do it. Augment 1, 8 ups insight.
that's
plus
just
4.
enough. So, that was the Dr. Wiley looking one. Was the second attack. So, pop that guy.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use, what is it? Triumphant Vigor as a response. So I'm going to regain some hit points.
Get a few hit points. Good idea.
6 plus 8. Sehr gut.
Yeah, nice. Alrighty.
And let's see, is there anything else I can do here? That was my minor. I'm gonna go ahead and take an opportunity attack just to get over at this clump here.
Alrighty. From the minion.
Actually, I think I'd take 2.
Well, the first one missed you. Which is
Alright, I'm gonna run by this one right here
Alrighty.
to get to this spot here.
Alrighty. And he is going to also miss.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Cedra's turn. Cedra's got a lot of things around him.
I just kind of hold my knife out and I kind of do a circular motion, trying to behead all of them in one go. And let's see if I can do that. This is going to be the top brown one, bottom brown one, top silver, bottom silver. So top down,
Alright, go
color
for it.
separations. And I should not give myself a +4 bonus to attacks. what I should do is say 4 attacks. So a
You
crit,
hit everything.
26. Oh,
You hit
cool.
them all.
So I behead them all. What was the lowest roll I had? Oh, not
Beautiful.
bad, a 14.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just holds out his guitar-looking knife and like in one swift swing, he's got them all lined up.
Alrighty. Anything else you're doing? Moving and stuff.
As a matter of fact, yes. I am going to move here. Hold on, there we go. And Flurry of Blows this one for 8 damage.
Alrighty. Nothing else?
I don't think I can do anything else aside from
Alright.
action point.
Oh,
This
good
dude
one,
is
sometime.
marked, by the way.
oh yeah. I figured you forgot you would do that. Alrighty, minion. Lady minions are going to go. This one's going to jump on the table. Then jump over here to onto the chair and attack Manak. This one's going to walk over here to Aya. This lady down here is going to move over here. Alright, so the one on Manak. Melee. 22.
It just makes it.
7 damage. And the one on Aya misses completely.
Yep, it sure does.
Alright, and this one is just out of range for the hammers. Alrighty, Aya.
Alright, let's see. Who's getting battered? Also, what is this zone?
That was
Oh,
that thing
let me
that
delete that.
Leon did.
That's what Weon did. I'm actually going to move it out of the way because a lot of the bursts we use take that up anyway. So I'm just going to keep it for later in case I need it.
Alright, I'm going to step
That
this
will
way,
go away.
and I'm going to slap this minion with another energizing strike. 26.
Alright, 26 will hit. That's the girly minion.
Yep.
Girly dwarf.
And this time, Manak will get the 7 temper hit points.
Alright.
Huzzah.
Does Manak still have temporary hit points for Leon's sake?
What's that?
Did you still have temporary hit points? Leon did a thing that gave you a bunch of them.
Yeah, I still had 10 left.
Oh,
then,
alright.
Wait. I forgot to chip away from the original.
Alright, then they'll go to Cedar then.
Right on.
Because I assume
Smack.
Cedar got slapped at least once.
Yeah, he did.
Alrighty.
Alright, have 7 more temper hit points.
Groovy. And you know, they're hitting for almost 7, sometimes 8. So it's almost like you're negating a minion completely.
Alrighty.
I try. Well,
That's your
that's
turn?
pretty much all I can do.
Alright, minions. This one walks over here to Cedra. And this one's gonna walk into Manak. This one's gonna walk up here towards Zool. This one's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Aya. And one more. Alrighty, so we've got 2 on Manak that are flanking. So we'll get those. So +2 to these.
Did this one move?
Oh, that one didn't move yet. Sorry. Forgot about that. It's just gonna move over here. The 2 that are flanking Manak, the first one got a 23 total, including the +2 for
Yeah,
flanking.
that hits.
So 7 damage. And the other one's got a 19.
Nope.
Probably a miss. The one on Cedra is going to get a 17.
That'll miss.
One of these is going to attack Zool, because he can. With 19
Oh.
plus AC.
I'm going to use, for the first time ever,
Infernal Wrath.
Intellect Fortress.
Oh.
Boom, it misses.
Oh. I thought you were going to Infernal Wrath it and kill it.
Well, I've never, ever gotten to use this power, so
Okay.
I'm using Electress.
Alright, and the one on Aya is going to poke her. For 30 for Stacy, for 7
That'll
damage.
do it.
Finally, this dude here is going to throw a
How,
hammer.
how much damage do these do with melee? 7?
7. This guy down here is going to throw a hammer at Aya. for 27, 8 damage.
Yep. I'm bloodied, so screw that guy.
And this dude here
Where is it?
is going to throw a hammer at...
This guy's on fire.
Yeah, I know, I'm getting rid of him. And this guy over here on the table is going to throw a hammer at Manak. For 19 versus AC, which will miss.
Yes.
Alrighty. Dweon's turn.
Alrighty, actually, I think Dweon's going to delay. He pulls out his power jewel and he kind of waves at Zul and he's like, "I'll bomb the ones you don't bomb."
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
delaying his initiative to after Zul.
Okay. Well, Zul goes now.
Okay. I'm gonna drop an augment 0 dishearten right there, so that hopefully it'll catch 3 minions.
Alright. So Shorty,
And-
Girly, and Shorty.
Yep.
Alright. I think you might have missed the second Shorty. Versus, well, yeah, you did. But you got the other two.
And that will really don't. I'm gonna shift one,
Yeah, good
and
idea.
that'll be my turn.
Alright, so it's Dweon's turn now.
Alrighty. Oh, I know what Dweon might do. He's going to actually at first use his beguiling beguiling bolt, I believe is what it's called. And he's using it against that. I think you called it a shorty, this guy.
Yeah. Because he's short.
Okay, he's using it against that.
He's not tall enough to be on the token.
That's true. This is versus Will, and it's a 24, and he gets to shift it. I believe 3 squares. I'll double check, make sure it's 3. It may be more.
Yeah, he thought that.
It's 3 squares, and he has partially he's partially concealed versus that target.
Yeah.
Yep, you knew it. And
I know what you're headed for.
he's going to use his power jewels. Now it's been milestone. He's going to regain that lightning sphere, and he's going to use lightning sphere. It's going to be top shorty on the left, bottom shorty on the left, top right,
Yeah.
not a shorty, and then bottom right,
Alrighty.
not a shorty on the right.
Alright, so do those.
This is versus Fortitude.
They have a 19. Alright, the last two hit, the first two don't.
Alrighty. He...
Is
I don't
not
remember.
enough.
Does he have 2 action points now?
You might. Unless you use.
I don't know if he would action point to zap one of those minions or not. What do you guys think? I don't... Yeah, I'm just kind of not feeling strong.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty. Anything else? We on?
Well, if that is Aya's HP, then he's going to give Aya temp. Well, no, temps is a little late, and temps is all he's got. How many surges does Aya have?
I have 6 left.
6 left. Would you
Yep.
feel strongly about a ton of surges?
Oh.
I'm trying to think of who the best target is. Manak, how are your surges doing? I know Aya's been hurt, and that's what's concerned me. But I just decided that Dweon had 2 of the same thing, so you can only do temps.
I have 5 surges.
Oh, no, I mean HP. How's your HP doing?
Oh, yeah. I'm not bad. I'm not too far away from max.
Well, tell you what, there's only one minion going next. 2, okay, 3. Turns out you have to scroll down for this game. Okay, tell you what. He's going to use it on Aya simply because Aya's bloodied and Aya is surrounded and Aya
He's a
is
healer.
yeah.
Works for
Yeah,
me.
as well.
He's going to do all that for Aya. That's going to be his turn.
Alright, so surge plus what? Worth of attempts?
It's a surge plus 2 temps.
Alright, the Wily minions. One of them gets into flank flank against Manak, so we'll try to attack. Crit for 7 damage. Cause yeah. One of these minions here is within range to throw a hammer at Aya, so we'll do so. And fail. And that's,
That's
pretty
a
much
fail.
it. That's Manak's turn.
Alright, make sure I'm understanding correctly. We got an action point after the last encounter?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
At least so, yep.
Alright, so I am going to crush the shorty within reach with Weight of Earth.
Alright. Or try to. Go for it, though. Team versus AC
Yeah.
points. Let me check something here real quick. Can you get a +1 somehow?
I already burned mine.
Let me see.
It's really close.
I don't see how.
And nobody else and give him anything, so it was close, but no smashy. Yeah. Really close though.
Alright, that's it.
Alright, Cedra.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's still a lot of minions left. These guys going next. There's only one of them. Cedra's kind of starting to see how they're moving in their little formations. And I wish I could. Actually, that. Okay, so blistering flourish. The thing I use that I swipe a lot and add damage. That has a movement power of anything that hits you takes damage.
Oh boy.
And you move your speed. And I'm halfway tempted to just see how many
Minions will try and
opportunity
hit you.
attacks you can. Yeah, just like holding his hands up in the air, shouting like whoop 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 whoop, whoop and like just like seeing if anything will like attack him. I'm halfway tempted to do that. How do you guys feel?
Yeah.
Do it.
If you got the hit points.
That's true. Just the image came to my head, and I'm like, all right, sure. All right,
Go for it.
so
Alrighty. Let's see this. How you moving?
okay.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna get 4 opportunity attacks at least. So first one.
I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3,
15 will miss.
I believe so. Ah,
Second one,
drat.
16 will also miss.
Drat.
Third one. 29 will hit. No burn.
Alright, nice.
And the shorty will also burn. But still,
Okay.
you took 7 damage from each of them for a total of 14.
I'm cool with it.
Did this guy here?
Oh yeah,
land an attack?
he made an attack and burned to death. Because he made an attack.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I am going to do one of these. Minion right here is going to provoke as I throw a dagger at this minion here.
Gotcha.
Hey, let's select
You
my
missed.
guy and do it. There we go. 16 versus AC, not likely.
Nope.
Oh, drat. What? Oh, no, actually, I can't do that. Keep that attack roll. I rolled a 5. I have to use Blistering Flurry.
Of course I would have hit that one.
I forgot that's how monk movement things work. If you use the movement thing, you have to use the power.
It too.
So a 5 versus or plus a my implement bonus, which is I'm trying to see what the implement or the bonus for this was to see what the difference was. 5, 6, 7.
8.
Oh no, that would have only been one different. Okay, so yeah, it would have been a versus a reflex.
17 versus reflex would miss.
Okay.
Alrighty. Got one last lady minion. Who's going to walk up to Cedra and hammer him.
Come at me, bro. I've killed so many of your kind before,
dead.
or I'll do it again.
Yeah, I think she did come at you. Very much so. So that's a 29.
I'm just
versus
beheading dwarves all day.
AC for 7 damage.
Drat. It's horrible, horrible. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Plan
Alright.
backfired on me. Oh! That's not what I wanted to do.
So take your 7 damage. Aya's turn.
Yes.
Alrighty. Gonna slap this minion with Energizing Strike.
Alrighty.
Or not. But hey, I'm bloodied, so I can re-roll that.
For the
Wow.
that was the same
Oh,
number
that'd be
on the
one
die on the attack roll, and almost the same numbers on the damage if it mattered, which it didn't. Yep,
Well then.
It's been one of those days.
Well, at least I'm gonna heal Cedra.
Alrighty.
Well, no, not with that. That's not a heal. That's a heal.
Got the wrong one, huh? Alright.
They both have Arden in the name, what can I say?
Alright, so minion, shorty minions. Shorty minion moves over here. 2 of them on Manak, and 1 on Aya. Get Manak's first. 18 will miss AC. 23 will hit for 7 damage. And the 1 on Aya also misses. Alrighty, and it is now, well, technically it's Zul's turn because we are delayed. His turn, but
Okay. I'm gonna drop a AoE dishearten 0 right there to try to get 3.
alrighty. So left to right. Alrighty. As well. You got the middle Wily. And that's it.
And I'm gonna move. And that's turn.
Alright, now it's Dweon's turn. Because he delayed last time. Is Dweon going to do anything? Is Adam here? Who's playing Dweon? Go ahead. Alrighty, so where's Adam? Is
Right
he-
here, sorry. Speaking of Go P, that's where I was.
Alright, so Adam, Dweon, what is he doing?
Alrighty. Well, Dweon is going to use lightning thingy, he's got so many lightning thunder armor. Thunder armor on Manak against left minion.
Okay.
So 1d8 plus 20, or 1d20, I mean,
Fortitude.
you know what I mean. It is, in fact, versus Fortitude, and he rolled an 18 even.
Ah, boy. Which means he missed by 1. By the way, who has Dweon been using his thingy on to give a weapon +2?
Probably
I
Manak.
forgot he had that.
I forgot too till now.
What exactly is the trigger for that while I look for it on the sheet? 'Cause
Basically,
I think it might have been written
he
up
can
where I'm
basically-
looking at his powers.
basically he touches a weapon and it gets, and once per encounter, till he uses again, that any attack with that weapon can get a +2 to the attack roll as a free action. After the user's found out whether they hit or miss.
Oh, augment energy. I found it.
Or something.
Okay. Yeah, probably Manak, like he said. I'm gonna look up the feature now that it's a
Yeah, I forgot about that.
alchemist thing, so that helps me out.
That's what I thought Manic would have had, but well. Anyways, Zul did her thing
Annex had it in the past, so just haven't had it.
at the current time. Alright, anything else Dweon's doing?
Sorry, I was muted. No, he's good.
Alright, there is apparently 1 wily minion left who's going to try and poke Cedra with his hammer, and does so for 7 damage. And then it's
Oof, now I'm getting whomped all of a sudden.
Then it's
I was getting a little
Manak's turn.
overconfident.
And it's Manak's turn.
Alright, Weight of Earth, same little bastard. The one that's currently showing as marked.
Currently is marked, okay. T versus AC.
Fucking!
Well, didn't we say that we probably would have put that thing on you?
Did he?
We were talking
didn't,
about
but
that he probably would have.
I think what he's implying is,
Get a
would
plus
we like
2
to
and hit him.
retroactively assume he has,
Yeah,
which
use,
I'm okay with.
Yeah, use that plus 2 and you hit
I
him.
would very much like to retcon that shit and blow this motherfucker away, because I want him to die.
I also am eagerly
So he does.
willing to allow that.
So he does.
And then, I guess I shouldn't use action points on minions. So I'm just going to settle for taking my axe and pointing it at this little motherfucker right next to me.
And mark.
As I mark him.
Gotcha. Alrighty. That did his thing. Cedra.
Alrighty. Cedra is going to make a burst on those guys, and if it triggers, he's hopefully going to punch one of those other guys. If not, he's at least going to attack the one he hit.
Alright,
And
so. Girly and then
number
Wiley.
attacks 2.
Girly is missed.
So I'm going to Elven Accuracy.
Wiley is hit,
and-
and don't you do the thing where don't you do a thing called Flurry of Blows?
I do, but I'm going to Elven Accuracy instead, so I can Flurry of Blows a third target.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm just going to click this one more time. And it'll be the first roll. Attack, not attack 2. Hey, sure. I'm okay with it. We're down.
Yeah, you missed. So,
Alright,
Flurry of
so
Blows?
Flurry of Blows.
on Girly. Girly is gone. Girlies are all gone. So are the Wileys. But there's still two
Well, that's
shorties.
okay.
Anything else?
I wish I could, but I can't.
Alrighty. Aya.
Alrighty, an Augment 2 Energizing Strike on this minion.
Alrighty. Nope. That's a miss.
That menu's been trooping along.
Alrighty.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Minions.
Well, I'm going to throw my second Ardent Surge siege down there.
Oh, groovy.
Since my attack couldn't heal you, that'll heal you.
Alright, so minion on Aya first. 18 will miss. Minion
That
on
misses-
Manak.
I was going to say it just misses by 1.
And might hit Manak for 7.
The second one was on Manak?
Yeah, second one was Manak.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. So 7 damage.
Wait, I have Thundering Armor.
Oh, you do?
But that's still...
Oh, yeah,
It's
that
meet or beat me, right?
it has to meet or has to be at least the number. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that still hits.
Okay, 7 damage. And it's Zul's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up into flanking, and then I'm
Force
going
punch.
to force punch augment 2. Add +2 to this. Not so good. And that is my turn.
Alrighty.
These two minions.
Alright, Dweon.
Alright, Dweon, well, you know, he's willing to give that Thundering Armor a second chance. He's going to Thundering Armor, actually, you know what he's going to do? Because oh no, it doesn't matter. They all act at the same time. Drat.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to use this on Manak again.
Alrighty. Bring it. 15 will miss.
Yeah.
And
Dweon's like about to go up on Thundering Armor. He feels.
alrighty. His minions are not there, alive, and Manhack.
Die, you little bastard! Action point.
No, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Ah!
Well,
Oh my
it's one of those
goodness.
days, isn't it? Best bot hates us.
I can't bend over far enough to hit this thing. Jesus.
Have you tried kicking it?
I'm gonna fight this thing on my knees. That's what's gonna happen.
That's
It's like the worst game of whack-a-mole ever.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cedra.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a dagger at the left one next to Aya, and hopefully it'll hit, because if it hits, that means I can Flurry of Blows. And actually, even before I do that, I'm gonna check and make sure that's right, and it doesn't have to be a monk power. Desert Wind Flurry of Blows, trigger, you hit with an attack. Perfect.
Alright.
So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Alright.
Come on!
Well, it's that day. That time. Alright, anything else you're doing?
It's... I'm laughing. It's
Yeah,
actually kind of...
finish
It really
him.
is funny.
Aya, your turn.
I haven't seen a day like this. Like, it's admittedly humorous. Aya, take us to victory.
I'm gonna try for a regular energizing strike on this guy.
Alrighty. That will hit.
There it goes.
Hooray! And 7 temporary hit points is mana out of 10 hit points.
Yes. Mhm.
Alright, 7 10 hit points for you.
Excellent.
Alrighty.
Watch it hit Zool, just to spite us.
Well,
it's
then it
not-
would die because then I have
Mark.
It's
Infernal Wrath.
Oh,
And
true.
it is marked too. So it's just a turn. It's
Gonna wipe out those 10 hit points because
It's gonna
everything
attack
hits me.
Manak.
Oh, I have Thundering Armor, so no, it does not hit me.
Yay! Dweon.
Wait, I thought I got.
Right.
Oh no, sorry, Zool.
Go
Sorry.
for it.
I'm gonna try it again. Augment to Force Punch. Add
You
plus
still
2 to
have
this.
augment.
God damn it! Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Dweon.
Dweon has the remedy for this. Please, Dweon, have the remedy for this situation.
Well, let's find out. That will hit.
Yay! So Manak's Thundering Armor finally explodes in a loud banging
you're
noise
using
that sends the thing going flying.
thunder attack. You'll have to roll for that.
It's
You have to roll the damage and see if you can get past its resistance.
Oh God!
I want to believe.
Come on, you gotta do it.
Come on, roll.
500.
Nope. And at this point,
Don't.
few things happen. First of all, its name changes. And then something else happens. So I can get the right thing. Mentions. As it enlarges itself, it's that kind of dwarf.
What?
So it ate the sound.
Oh, it's a fucking Durgar.
Yep. And that was Zul's turn, or Dweon's turn. Anything else Dweon was doing?
Now he's smacking his forehead.
Alright, so Dweon's done. That minion type is gone. Manak! There's a big dwarf looking you right in the face.
Alright. Let's use Predatory Guardian.
Alrighty. Okay, that's a miss.
Oh,
Oh boy. Thedra's turn is next. You've already used it. He's still marked though, which might be
Yeah.
useful. Thedra.
Alrighty, Cedar's going to activate his aura. He's going to move action, move here. He's going to follow up with, yeah, sure, Burning Brand.
Alrighty.
And he's got flanking.
Alrighty. That will
The
hit.
damage should be accurate. And then he's going to Flurry of Blows for...
And that doesn't matter because he's down now.
Oh, good.
He had
Thank
one
goodness.
neat. The last one had a neat little trick. It was going to be left over, but
Thank fuck.
I was so worried it turned into a standard creature.
I thought it was going to turn into like a solo and then just start wrecking our shit.
Yeah.
You know what? When it grew to large, I was like, please don't let this be a solo. That would be the best trick ever.
Because we burned all our like encounters on stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Did that?
Yep. So yeah, I had fun with you. Also,
As my church pastor once said, the greatest trick Satan ever pulled was turning into a non-minion.
Yep.
what? Anyways, so as the not minion falls, it has a nice little belt on.
I will pick it up and take a look.
Alrighty, and again, Arcana check because it's one of those kind of.
Because God hates me.
No, magic seems to though.
You don't want me to give it a shot?
I start to hand it to Cedar, but Zul walks up and I shift it over.
I'm like
Okay.
eagerly ready to accept. I'm like, yeah, give me that belt.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like,
Monarch takes the belt from Zul and hands it to Cedar.
yes, I know what this is. It is a headband.
Monarch promptly takes the belt and ties it around his head.
It does nothing in that.
So
position.
Dweon's going to attempt, then I guess. Dweon has a 13, so I just got to roll a 1d20 plus 13. Let's see how well this goes.
That,
Hey,
wait,
Boom.
that's a lot. Alright.
idiot! That's not a headband. That's a belt.
it's a belt for short people. That's why I knew what it was.
And it's a fairly simple felt. Once I find the thing,
It's a felt belt.
alright, let me find
It's a front butt.
A button for both sides.
Never sit down to defecate again.
Yeah, just shoot it out.
Okay,
Oh.
Sort of filthy bastard.
yeah, I have to fetch this out of the.
Monarch hurriedly paws the thing off of his head.
Just shoots out like one of those hippos muck spreading.
Um, Alright, here we go. There we go. It's this thing. Alrighty. But there is no key in here. At all.
Damn it.
So, he must be in the last one.
Okay.
Bigger.
So,
Who would need that? I'm already
I've
pretty
already
well
got
off in
one.
terms of that.
Might get me a whole 2 extra healing points a day.
No, it's to your surge value, so it would get you a whole 5 healing surges, or not surges, healing points a day.
If I had more than 2.
I can take it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I don't have a belt yet.
Manak will take the belt off of his head and hand it to Aya.
Just flings it over you like a carnival ride, not carnival ride, carnival prize. Carnival ride is a different connotation.
I toss it like I'm playing horseshoes.
Yeah, it just
I'm
brings it around you.
guessing it's the level 2 belt.
yeah, it's a level 2
Yeah.
version, yes. It's a small little thing at the moment. Alrighty.
Chain metal clashes with my look anyway.
Alrighty, so.
Leaves us one last room to check, I think, right?
Yep, I'm just taking it back here temporarily. Now, how's everybody feeling?
I'm good.
Just good.
Utterly defeated.
I'm giggling repeatedly at this face swap picture, so I'm definitely a-okay.
Done. Now, here's the thing. after
Jesus.
door B, and whatever might be in it, you'll be able to go through the locked door. There may or may not be something there. Else
It'll be a
to deal with.
written essay that we have to complete in 2 hours.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. Do you think we can actually complete both tonight? Or
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I believe us.
I think so.
Alrighty.
I believe us.
Then I need
I
to
believe us do good.
Then I need to refill my drink before we do that, and get another set of another box of tissues just in case. So 5-minute break. Do what you need to do to get ready.
Alrighty, I am going to do something potentially silly and see if I can get this working on my tablet, since you guys are using Skype, unlike my frickin' Saturday game, which doesn't. So that way I can play this game in front of the fire.
Alright. I will also go get a refill.
Alright, I'm logging off on this one.
Dear God, face swap is so horrifying.
It is.
Alright, I'm back.
Alrighty.
Did we pause it all to heal before we ran into the door?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Alright. Ready.
Hey, didn't we fight these our very, very, very first game ever? Some of these, like the torchbearer.
Maybe.
Alright, I'm back on my tablet now.
Alrighty.
So we'll see how this goes.
Okay. Give me another
For
minute.
those watching me or watching this podcast, I have armed myself with Son of a Peach wheat ale.
For what?
So
Oh, hell
I'm ready
yes.
for whatever comes.
I've got the shittiest of beers right now. I envy you. Not the shittiest, really. Like if we're talking on a gradient scale, it's one of many possible 3s.
Did 3 out of 5
Out of
or
10.
3 out of 10? Or 3 out of
10.
100?
Yeah, I was like pausing for a minute. I was like, that's either 15% good or yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a ton of varieties of beers. I usually tend to stick with what I find that I like. I would judge this on an 8 out of 10. Namely because Sam Adams makes a couple of good chocolates, specifically the cherry chocolate Bach.
Oh, nice.
Which-
Alrighty.
But peach flavor is pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm stuck with like Bud Light Platinums. It's like not ideal.
Oh no. Sorry.
It's okay. I mean, you have a local brewery, but wanted to go quantity over quality. So yes, to answer your question, there's a shit ton of them. And no, that doesn't make it better.
Yep. Alrighty. So, we still need to have Dweon move into the hole. There's a box.
Alright, I cannot currently control them. I'm trying to load the actual map. The app itself on this tablet sucks. The web browser, working fine. So far, it's still loading, but I assume it's working fine. So far, it's working a lot better than
Yeah.
tablet app seemed to have done.
Alrighty.
That looks like a grid. Just gotta find my Yep, it's all loaded. Looking good.
Alrighty.
Even the macros are there. Fantastic.
Sionist initiative.
Alrighty. Still waiting for Dweon. And for initiatives, you find yourself in a little area. You're clanking metal footsteps around.
My dice are shitting the bed. The Patriots won. Let me have something.
Wait, what?
Spoiler alert.
And I'm trying to get the screen to move properly. For some reason, it only wants to move slowly if I put both fingers on it. Like it's wanting the default one. Circle rather than it's very weird. Hold on. Shit, I might need a mouse for this. This might have been a huge mistake. I didn't know it was going to react like this.
What?
It's only letting me select things whenever I click the screen, not actually move them. And I don't know why. I can't even move the screen itself. Instead, it acts as if I'm like holding down the mouse button to drag,
Okay.
which is probably the reason why there's a hey, I moved Dweon. And sometimes token moves work, and sometimes I don't, apparently. So Cedra's going to be... Oh, and now the screen's moving. I don't know why. There we go. This is obnoxious. Okay, I'll deal. I bet with a keyboard it'll probably work better.
That's the thing. Oh. Yeah, Manak may not be the last.
Roll procedure now. Trying to. Then I'll type in Beyonds.
Alright. Well, this is a day.
I just realized the keyboard doesn't have the virtual keyboard. I mean, for a tablet doesn't have the buttons I need. This is awkward and obnoxious. So I probably won't be using this tablet much longer.
Alright, one more. Alrighty. Everybody's got their initiatives in. One needs to be given a turn.
Yeah, there's a turn to roll for him. Keyboard just doesn't exist. It has buttons for this thing, so I plugged in the real one, so the big one.
Alrighty. So what was Leon's bonus? Am I gonna roll it for
1d20 plus.
What's what?
1d20 plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay, give me. There, he has a 14.
Groovy. Works for me.
Alright, let's get order. Who is first? There is clanking armored metal feet, can be heard all over this area. There's a big like box shaped stone dais there. And a wall full with like little shelves on it. So, what will you do?
Okay. Do we know, like, the enemies are here, or?
Well, you can hear something walking around. And so far, there have not been any friendly things around.
I'm gonna go ahead and center inside.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And
do I see those? I see everyone?
you can see these two, definitely.
Okay. And how about this guy down here?
You could see if you looked around that direction, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop an augment to dishearten right there on those guys.
On Bubbles and the Living Shield.
Yep.
Also, these look like kind of like more or less like Warforged, only not quite as fancy.
Okay. Although those, clock necklaces seem to suggest otherwise.
Yeah. Also, this is a floating shield that's basically protecting the thing. So,
okay, I was going book order, so
first?
Bubbles would be first, and then Living Shield.
Versus Will. That will hit
Yep.
Bubbles.
And then that will be my turn.
Alright, 16. Alrighty. Neighbor A is, as you struck at Bubbles, a loud noise goes on. It happens. That out of character is basically a siren klaxon type thing. And the eyes of the ones you can see go from blue to red. So, and they will consider you a threat. Okay, I can reach you. So, This Laborer A is going to basically take its shovel, dig up a rock out of the ground, and just kind of fling it at you with it.
Okay.
23 versus
Yep.
AC.
That is going to hit. However, I got something for him. And boom. Take some
Alrighty.
fire. How much damage do I take from getting hit with the rock?
13.
Ow.
And you are knocked off your feet. Prone.
Not good. Okay.
But that's his turn. His turn is done. Leon.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Okay. Dweon doesn't quite see what's going on yet. I know once he moves in, he'll at least see Laborer A. Trying to... Oops. Screen's going a little wild. He's going to move. I want to use my keyboard to do this so it's easier.
Alrighty.
Yep, keyboard. Crash on me.
Where do
No,
you...
it didn't. It just minimized.
where
I
do
am in front of the best fire ever. I am so hesitant to leave. 1, 2,
Through the wall.
3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that wall as well? I
Has
thought
a
the whole
wall
thing was
window in it.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, the black
1,
lines are walls.
2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see the laborer.
Mhm.
I believe he can see the other guy, but it's total cover.
Yeah. Can see this guy.
No,
You can see these guys here. Up here at the top.
Okay, so instead he's going to make his number 6 one right there, so he can see more things, and he's going to use that. It steals the target's movement speed power.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it does in a minute, but I'll tell you it's, I believe,
Drain
versus
speed?
reflex.
Drain speed.
Drain speed, yes.
On the laborer.
On the Skull Crusher.
On
You
MC
should
Skull
have,
Crusher.
Yes,
That'll
he's
hit.
going to have an attack penalty that looks to be at least a minimum of 2. It may be even a 5. I'm double checking. Looks like it is a...
You still hit by a lot.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I'm not even worrying about it. Alright, in that case, I gotta double check the damage. I'm pretty sure it's 2d6. It is... even better. It is 1d10. That's not actually even better, but still. And, of course, that target is slowed. One ally within a couple squares. Is it 5 squares of the target? Yep, 5 squares of the target. So, Zool. Zool gets +2 to speed. And,
Roll that damage.
This officially lost its 3rd chance because whenever I brought the thing back up, it refreshed. Somebody typed 1d8 plus 5 for me, and I'm switching back to my computer because screw this.
Somebody else do that. Okay, 8 damage. Alright. Alright, do we
Alright,
want to
that's
hit-
his turn.
Leon's
Actually, no. He's, he knows Zool's up there. A lot of these things are going to be advancing. He's going to, Actually, Manac's going to be up there too, though. Eventually.
Yeah.
I'll just go with my gut instinct and use his, use his, whatchamacallit on, Zool.
Alrighty.
His, the one that gives you, surge plus temps, or 2 in temps, I mean.
Okay.
Alrighty. Anything else Tweon's doing?
Nah.
Alrighty. Living Shield goes. Let's see what it does. Alrighty. Alright, it is going to basically just, it is going to stay where it's at and do nothing at the moment. Yeah.
Alrighty. charge this laborer.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Does that include your +1 for charging?
No. So it'd be 16.
So does that include damage from the 10 damage and stuff?
Does the
Alrighty.
16 hit him?
16 hits him.
Oh!
God
Alright,
damn.
okay, then that's a 26 damage.
Does that include your fire?
It does now.
The 28. And it goes directly to Blood the Dead. Blood the Dead.
Oh!
To hell.
I was not expecting that to work.
Well, it did.
Ah, joke's on you. You killed it.
Okay, note to self, if I charge a laborer, I can hit as long as I don't roll a 1.
That's actually good to know.
If I don't charge, I have to roll a 2, though.
Anything else? Oh, A, it's done, because actually...
Yep,
yeah, charge.
that was a charge. It
Alright,
was an
well-
impressive charge.
Well, Disc Master Flesh Ripper is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to stab you with its basic melee, which is... might not hit. Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Is that versus AC?
Yes.
Okay, it misses.
Alrighty. Laborer B.
Because if it were versus reflex, I'd be out of luck.
Yeah, Laborer B. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to slam you with its shovel. Or try to. The +2, because it's got flanking. So 27 versus AC. Yeah. Does
Oh.
that hit?
What?
The
Yeah,
Laborer
that-
hit you with a 28 or 27 versus AC.
That'll do it.
Alrighty. Ooh, ghetto crit for 14 damage.
Ow. I don't
Alright.
like that. I'm going to burn the laborer.
Gotcha.
There it is.
Alrighty. For 7 damage. Alrighty, that hurt. So, Cedra's turn.
Alright, I need to fix his HP. I didn't do short rest stuff whenever I was swapping devices. I'm just taking away a surge and adding it. And then Cedra's going to majestically glide. And I'll do this, there'll be 9... Hold on, why is it... Oh, because it's plugged into my tablet. I'm wondering why my keyboard doesn't work. It's because I'm a cool dude that does cool dude stuff. Pretty much on a day-to-day basis. Alright. Alrighty, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As I majestically glide over there. And, let me fix the HP real quick. And I'm just going to use Blistering Flourish as I typically start out.
Okay.
And a 15 versus Reflex. That includes combat advantage. I probably rolled a 2.
Full hit.
What? Lucky. Okay, so that hits for 10 regular old damage. He'll take 8 more as I Flurry of Blows him.
Alright, the total of 18. That will bloody him.
Cool deal. You know what? This is going to be a opportune action point time. So I'm going to... Oh! Is that adding it? 1, 2... Yeah, it should be adding it. Perfect.
What?
I like that. The power. I put in my character sheet and it added it automatically.
Okay.
So... Oh, I was just excited for that. So I'm action pointing. And I am going to use... Ooh, I really wish I would have thought about that. Oh well. So I'm just going to use Light the Fire. And I forgot my +2 to attack. because I'm a cool dude that does cool dude stuff. For 20 damage.
If that'll hit, or 20 more damage on this Master Flesh Whipper.
Oh, I was hoping to kill him. Oh well. My turn.
Which does.
Oh, neat.
Alrighty.
Move, action, minor left. I don't have a minor. That's my turn.
The Warforged-like thing that will be designated as Bubbles has a mop. And it's wielding a mop. And has this strange, like, thing face where, well, you'll see what it does here in just a second. It's gonna move forward a little bit. Get well within range. It is gonna produce a large soap bubble-like thing, and just kind of send it flying at Dweon. This is going to be versus your reflex.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that hits. That is an even hit.
Did you include the -4 from dishearten?
Oh no. And
And
that's
that's
a
a
miss.
miss.
Okay. That's a miss. That failed. Okay. Alrighty. MC Skull Crusher is gonna walk up here, walk up to Zool, and poke him with his shorty bits. 426 versus AC.
Yep.
Alrighty. And it is going to do. Let's see the thing. Make sure I got the right bonuses. Yep. 11 damage.
Okay. Almost gets through my attempts, but not quite.
Oh boy. Do the thing. Torchbearer, who appears to be on fire once you actually see him, is going to do some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it is going to create a big stream of fire, a flexible fire, like kind of like a fiery whip. It's going to try and whip Aya with it. This versus our reflex. Probably misses.
Oh yeah, that'll miss.
Alrighty. That was his turn. Manak. Is Manak's player there? She is. You can't hear
I
me.
hit the mute button, but it did not unmute for some reason.
Oh.
Is that thing there an actual obstacle, or is it flush with the floor?
It is an obstacle of sorts. You can get up, you can hop up
Balls.
on it easily as though it was difficult terrain, and it does block a bit of. It does cause a slight bit of cover. Things behind it. So,
Can I charge the torchbearer through that?
you could, yes. Difficult terrain does not block any kind of charging, as long as you have enough
That is
movement to
exactly-
get to it.
That is exactly what I'm going to do then.
Alright then.
Charge right up in there and smack it.
Alright, Smack and Torchbearer.
+1, 24.
That's more than enough, I think. Yep. Yep, he is not exactly defensive.
And shit damage, but 8.
You hit. Alright, so minus 8 damage. Alrighty. So that's your turn. Unless you, well, you mark. I'm assuming you're marking them too.
Yeah, him and the liver.
Let's get the marks. Blue ones again are fine, right?
Mhm.
And Zool.
Okay, I'm going to use a move action to stand up from prone. I am going to augment to dishearten on the torchbearer and bubbles up there.
An MC Skull Crusher is gonna hit you.
I have staff expertise. Does he still get to hit me?
No. Keep on forgetting about that. So which ones are you using on?
It's bubbles and torchbearer in book order. So left,
Alright.
right, up to down.
Alright, that would hit them both. For 19 it says.
Wow, ghetto crit.
Yep.
Well, maybe. Oh yes, it is a crit. Full ghetto crit.
And I'm going to go ahead and since we're getting action points again after this,
Yeah.
I'm going to burn an action point and I'm going to force punch MC Skull Crusher. Actually, I'm going to distract first as a minor action, and then I'm going to go ahead and force punch MC Skull Crusher.
Okay.
So add +2 to this. So 17 versus Fortitude.
You didn't need the bonus. Hit him.
Oh.
For 9 force damage it says.
Yep. And I push him 1 square.
Alrighty. That will just bloody him and he gets pump over there.
And I'm going to move away.
Gotcha.
And that is my turn.
Alright, Labor A I believe is the one that's dead. Yep. And it's Leon's turn. Is Adam there?
Alright. Yep, sure is. I was starting to talk into a muted mic. He is going to use his lightning sphere on Manak, circling it right there because it's allies friendly. And he's going to pop that torchbearer, and hopefully he's going to pop that little laborer guy.
Alright.
And it'll be in that order.
Alright, Torchbearer, Laborer.
Torchbearer, laborer,
What's it versus Reflex or Fortitude?
fortitude.
Well, miss Torchbearer and will hit the Laborer. So how much?
Alrighty.
Roll that damage.
Just double checking, making sure it's accurate, and it is. D8, and it's +5. 12, and it's lightning damage.
Alright, that will bloody him. Alright.
And that's, actually, no, that's not Leon's next turn, because Cedra's going to get into the fray. Manak's surrounded, he's got 1 temp HP bomb left. So I'm trying to figure out who it's worthiest on. Well, actually, how many surges does Aya and Manak have left?
I have 3, I believe.
I have 3 as well.
How about Manak?
Does temp HP carry
Okay,
over?
Cedra has...
What?
No.
Okay, no.
Alright. Cedar has 1, so I think I'll use them because Cedar's eventually going to get
No,
hit by
I
something.
have 4.
Yeah, 4. Okay, yeah. Just use on Cedra. So he uses on Cedra. He is about to actually have an action point back, so he's going to... Alright, he missed on that. He missed on that guy. He is going to... I'm not going to use his dailies, so he's going to Thundering Armor Manak. And he's going to target the guy that he hit with the thing from before.
The Laborer,
Yeah, and he rolled an 11.
which is a miss.
But Manak has +1 to AC now.
Alrighty. The Living Shield is next. Unless Leon has anything else to do.
He's got a move action he could use. I don't think he's going to pop it.
Well, the Living Shield is going to move to here. And... Mm. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
Yeah. Alrighty. That's its turn. Aya.
Alrighty. Aya's gonna help Dweon out. She's gonna shift here, and then charge MC Skull Crusher.
Okay.
Well, actually, before I charge, I'm gonna look and see, does anybody need healed?
I need it, but oh wait, I'm right away, and I don't have any surges.
I'm solid.
Alrighty, so charging MC Skull Crusher.
That will hit him for
27
13
CC.
damage, plus everything
That's
else.
22 fire. And weapon.
22 damage, including some fire. And you have crushed MT Skull Crusher's skull type thing.
Well, more like I gave him a new.
You gave him a new ventilation port.
We'll go with that.
Alrighty.
I was gonna say breathing hole, but I paused. Like, wait, Warforged.
Alrighty. That was your turn. Could you charge?
Yep.
It's down. Laborer B is around. Laborer B is going to try and hit Manak with its shovel. And probably did.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Let's find me some damage.
Yeah, it's too bad you couldn't make it miss somehow.
So yeah, he hits you in the face with the shovel, which you can barely reach. And that's his turn. Cedra.
Oh, alrighty. Cedra is actually kind of surprised that thing's not around anymore. I've got so many easy targets to choose.
You gotta connect 4 to Womp.
Yeah, I know.
Go for it. Connect.
Okay, actually, here's drat. Blistering Flourish I don't think is up anymore. So that won't be a fire attack. I was about to say I could get all 3 of them with Whirling Mantis Step and then knock them into Laborer 4, and in theory punch Laborer 4 with my Flurry of Blows. To in fact, bump all 4. Oh man, I wish I could do that. Instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to move like this. I don't know why I'm provoking this attack, aside from it's a good idea for smart people. And I'm going to, after I move there, minor action, do my aura.
He's provoking an opportunity attack from the Laborer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Laborer's gonna fuck you with his shovel and miss.
Sounds good.
Does Mana
Like
have anything to say about
Him
that?
making an opportunity attack, does that give me the opportunity to do something to him?
Yeah, actually,
If he is marked.
he's marked. Yes,
He is indeed marked.
So
I'm
go ahead
gonna
and whack him.
fuck him up. What am I gonna fuck him up with? Let's see.
Isn't it like Warden's Fury or something?
I think so. Yeah.
I never played one.
Alright.
Warden's Fury, fuck you!
E versus Fortitude will hit it for 17 damage, which is 1 more than it had.
Yowza.
Oh, that sort of a little bit changes what I would have done.
Well, it's too late now.
Well, not because that would have happened in the course of my movement, so I would have noticed him get killed as he went to swing at me through my movement.
Yep.
Because the opportunity actions trigger like that.
Yeah.
So instead, I keep moving until I'm. Oops, hold on. Let me put myself to where that would have been where I triggered it, I believe.
Somewhere around there, yeah. Well, when you move
And-
to this square, I think.
That's 2 squares of your movement because you started right above me.
I'm double checking to make sure the. Yep, sure can. Oops, wrong square. Anyway, one of those, but that second,
I
the
know.
last square should
I
have been
figured
right.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go for
You know it. And then I'm going to do one of these against Living Shield, because I'm sure Torchbearer is probably a little bit not flammable.
Yeah.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind.
Versus reflex, that will miss.
That's what I had the feeling of, and I action pointed last turn. I do have freaking Blistering Flurry. I don't know what I'm thinking. So I'm going to use Elvin's Accuracy. And we're going to keep that 26 damage. Should be 29.
Alrighty.
31.
That'll hit.
That's way better.
That will hit.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright, and then he's going to trigger Flurry of Blows
29 damage first.
for 13 more.
13.
And then he is also going to take 8, 9, 10, 11 points of fire damage, and so is the fire guy next to him, and
Wait,
so is
give me a
Bubbles.
second here.
It's okay.
When did he take that other damage? Yeah.
The hit line of Burning Brand,
Oh.
the target and each of my enemies adjacent to the target take fire damage equal to thing. And I said it was 11, but I'm pretty sure it is in fact only 8. So I'm like, man, that's not a dice roll. Gets vulnerability, doesn't get that die roll.
Alright, so each of these other guys take how much, and when do they take it? Right now or later?
8, and right now, and so does Living Shield. All
Alright.
3 of them take it.
Take it. And how
8
much damage?
for everybody.
How much damage was it?
It was 29 plus 13 plus 8.
So 8 damage for the last thing. That's what I wanted.
Yep.
Yes, and that's for
Oh, wait.
everybody.
No, actually, that's not right. Forget. It's resistant to fire. So 8.
I was about to say,
The other ones. Alrighty. Well, you bloodied the Living Shield.
alright.
Sure hope so.
I'm happy. I was about to say, I'm happy that finally triggered properly. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Bubbles goes. Bubbles.
Oh, here comes Bubbles.
And remember, Bubbles is a -4 because I think I hit Bubbles. Both
Alright.
Bubbles and the Torchbearer.
Well,
Yep.
Bubbles is gonna use gonna attack. Well, actually, haven't you had a turn since then? Yeah, where is your turn? Yeah, you had a turn since then, didn't you?
Yeah, but then I did augment 2. Because I did an
Oh,
augment
yeah.
2 up there, and then I action pointed and force punched, and then moved away.
Okay, gotcha. Forgot about that. Alright, so Bubbles is going to try and do that bubble thing against Leon again. Why the hell not? Versus his reflex.
Oh, you hit Tweon. Poor Tweon.
19 versus reflex.
Yes.
Including the penalty. Alrighty.
Bubbles, Duion's one weakness.
Yep, alrighty. So
Yeah, that's an even hit against Tweon, unfortunately. Actually, it's 1.
does this much damage, and the target is enveloped in a bubble until the end of the encounter. While enveloped, the creature is immobilized, dazed, and floats 3 squares above the ground. The creature cannot attack anything outside the bubble, and it cannot be attacked by anything outside the bubble. The bubble, though, can be attacked. The bubble has 1 hit point and shares the bubble's defenses. The bubble takes no damage on a missed attack against it. So yeah, he's in a bubble, floating around.
Oh man, he's just tapping against the wall of the bubble, like holding his breath, like, "Hey, let me out!"
So yeah, that's its turn. The Skull Crusher is down. Torchbearer, though, is not. And it has started its turn. It has 2 things in its aura, which each take 5 fire damage at the start of Torchbearer's turn.
I have 5 fire resistance, and anybody in my aura
Mana takes 5
has.
fire damage then.
No, he doesn't. Anything in my aura Currently has 5 fire
Oh.
resistance, including
Well,
the vulnerability.
well, that sucks. Alrighty, at least for him. Alrighty. He's going to lash out at Manak then. With his fiery lash and try and hit you with it. Versus reflex, 10 will not hit you. So, Manak, your turn.
It's like the aura of wet matchsticks.
Alright. Let's see. I think we'll throw ourselves into a wild blood frenzy.
Gotcha. So, both on Torchbearer then?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Bring that.
17 versus AC?
Both will hit.
Fuck yes.
So
I think it's the first time Manak's ever done that.
16 plus 16 is 32. You hit him.
Let's pile on that extra +2 from the giant kind gloves.
You might as well. It's in a counter power. Use it every counter you can. Alrighty. He's not quite bloodied yet.
Alright, I think I'm gonna shift over one. Get right next to him and Living Shield so I can mark them both.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Marking them both. So this guy's marked 2.
And let's pop the minor action and use Stone's Endurance as well.
Good idea. You've gotten their attention. That might not be a good thing for you. Alrighty. Nothing else for Manak, so Zul's turn is next.
Okay, if I attack the bubble and miss, do I hit Duion?
The bubble is empty. The bubble blocks everything. So
Okay, so
you cannot hurt anything inside.
He's trapped in a airbag.
Yeah, trapped in a bubble.
Safety.
Yeah, something like that.
okay, so I can try mind blocking the augment 0 mind blocking the bubble then.
If you want, yeah.
I'm gonna go for it.
D versus will. It does not seem to have any kind of will. It could be.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll
It is
just
a
move
bubble.
over here.
It does not have will.
I kind of figured as much afterwards. Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah. So Laborer A's down. Duion can try and basically get out of the bubble by trying to poke it open. But
Is that like any sort of attack he could make, or does he have to make a
any attack he can
specific
make, he
attack?
can try and make against it. But
Alrighty.
But you have noticed certain things don't work very well against this at all.
Yeah, he saw Zul cast some magic on it, and he was like, I'm gonna see if I can cast Thundering Armor on myself to make it explode from the inside.
Yeah.
That's versus Fortitude.
Alrighty, that will pop it. I think. Yep. So pop, you fall the 3 squares and make me an acrobatics check
Alrighty.
to see how well you deal with the fall.
Alright, I'm checking his acrobatics, which is a 5, so it's a 1d20 plus 5.
Alrighty, roll good or not.
You rolled.
Rolled a 5 on the die. Doesn't quite face plant, but he does kind of belly flop, and we'll take the D10 from being from falling that.
Yeah, I assume he just like slipped in the
Yeah,
soap liquid.
he was concentrating on popping the bubble, not landing afterwards.
Alrighty. And he's dazed, so that's his one action.
He's
or
no
he was
longer dazed.
Oh, okay, so he's got actions
Only as
left.
long as he's in that thing. But it took us
Right
time
on.
to actually get him to pop the bubble.
Alrighty. I'm seeing that the Living Shield's next. Looks like he's gonna hang on to his.
Action point.
That could be risky, actually. No, he action pointed already, I believe.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about his other surge thing he can spend. I guess he'll spend it on Manak, because both Manak and Cedra. Cedra's already got one, Manak's already in the fray, so.
Alrighty.
I just remember back when I used it on Cedar and he didn't get hit, so I want to use it while it can still protect somebody. So Manak can spend as if he spent a healing surge plus 2 in temps. That's what he gets.
Say again?
You could get as if you spent a healing surge plus 2 in temps.
Cool.
Alrighty, Dweon did his thing. Anything else? Alrighty, Living Shield is currently marked by Manak. And it is going to just kind of try and bash Manak with itself. So, 26 versus AC. Should hit. Let's see what it does for damage. So 13 damage, it bashes you in the face. Is Nick there?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. You're very quiet. Alrighty. The Living Shield hit you for 13 damage. Aya's turn.
Okie dokie. Does anybody need a heal?
The Living Shield, would. So does a Torchbearer.
Nah, screw those guys.
Dweon, I would say, is probably around 3rd health. Zul's probably a little over bloody, but not much.
I'm out of surges. I can't get a heal from Aya.
Ah.
I think I'm okay.
I'd say hang on to your heal then.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna walk up on it here to Torchbearer. And I'm gonna slap him.
What? With what?
I'm debating that. Plain old demoralizing strike. Why the heck not?
Might as well make it even easier to hit him. That is a crit.
Alright, so that's...
That was a ghetto crit as well for the damage.
Yes, that's 17, 23, plus 16 for a total of 39 damage.
If it's extra damage, you'd mark that. You'd max that 1d6, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I maxed the 1d6 already.
He's just making
You're
sure
rolling
he's
in
used it.
addition. My bad.
Alright,
Okay.
so minus 5 fire damage. What is the total?
Alright, so it's 23, so minus 5 would be 18, plus 16, so 34.
34. That bloodies him as a result of becoming bloodied. He's gonna burn with rage, and that's it.
Well, that'll teach him.
So that was your turn. Nothing else you're doing?
Yep, that's me. I'm done.
Alright, let's move the flesh rippers down. They were Cedra.
Alright, he got whomped pretty bad, and I'm hoping he doesn't, like, explode on all of us before this... Well, I was gonna say, this R is still protecting Manak. So really, I should probably attack the Torchbearer before I attack, that Living Shield. Yep. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Blistering Flourish it.
Okay.
And before I do that, I'm going to, shift once... Actually, no, yeah. I don't know why I have to shift like that. I'm gonna move there to get into flanking, and I'm going to stall for time so I can click the button. And his vulnerability, that's everything he'll take. That's also the attack is accurate.
Alrighty, that will hit him for 25 damage. Is any of it fire?
It is, yes, fire.
All of it's
Very
fire,
good.
so 20 damage instead. Alrighty.
Alrighty. And then I am going to Flurry of Blows him for...
Does it do more than 5 fire damage? Because otherwise
Yes.
it doesn't matter.
It does 13 fire damage, as a matter of fact.
So that's 8 left over. Alrighty. Alrighty. So anything else Cedra's doing?
I don't have anything I can do. My aura ends now. It's a shame. I was hoping to kill him, but it is what it is. I was afraid he was going to explode on us, so let's all discover together whether he'll do that.
Alrighty. Bubbles' turn. Alright, Bubbles is going to try and use his bubble thing on Cedra. So, versus your reflex.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. He's going to action point and use double trouble to do that, to make that attack twice. Fail. 16 versus reflex.
As a miss.
Okay.
Lots of bubbles.
he pulls out a bubble wand and he just gently blows into it in these dainty little.
Has anybody realized what the artwork for Bubbles yet?
Yeah, it's from the robot from the Jetsons.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Alright.
the robot from Lost in Space, but
Yeah, I'm zoomed out too far. I had no idea.
Sorry. Yeah, it's starting to get.
that's that Matrix
talk.
Spaceballs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to get hard to talk, so maybe we might have to finish up after this.
Well, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because then at least Chris will be here for it,
The final finale, yeah.
presumably.
Alright, Torchbearer is going to use his flamethrower on Cedra and Aya because he's an idiot and doesn't know that they're resistant to it.
Well,
He's gonna get slapped.
with both of us.
He is going to get
so-
slapped, so go ahead and slap him.
Warnings, Fury.
Okay. Cool.
That will hit for 7 damage.
Okay, damage.
He is barely up. He is going to have a -2 to all these attacks, so... Oh boy, this is good. It's versus reflex, so Cedra, no. Aya, maybe, for 18.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, let's get this...
Guardians counter.
You already used an immediate. Or is that... Where's the Warren Fury?
Wait a minute.
It's a. I know Guardians counters.
Guardians Fury is an immediate.
Yeah, you only get
interrupt.
one immediate per round, so...
Oh,
But it's fire damage. It's not very effective against her. So let me get my damage dice. So 16 fire damage. That actually rolled good for once. And we got a zone of fiery fire. We can get the where. So there's a zone of flames in that area that basically everyone who's in it can ignore because it only does 5 fire damage to things in it.
Hurrah!
Where is it? Yay! Torchbearer is then going to action point and use his version of Double Trouble to basically lash at Manak twice. Versus reflex, nope, and yes. So get the damage and 10 plus 5. So 7 whole fire damage.
okay. I resist 5 of that, and temp HP sucks up 2.
Alrighty. Yep. He's not been having a good time. And it's Manak's turn.
I will crush him with the weight of Earth.
Yep, you will.
Simply having a wonderful finals time.
Is that taken down or?
Yep.
He was a trooper.
So,
He gets my seal of approval for hanging in there.
I'm going to shift up and mark Bubbles.
And continue the mark on the shield.
Manak reaches below him, grabs the entire Earth, spins it around, and smacks Torchbearer with the Earth.
That was... Yeah, that sounds like something Manak could do.
We're not gonna doubt it.
Alrighty. So, back to the top with Zool.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go right here, and I am going to augment 0, dishearten on... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and augment 1, betrayal on the living shield.
Gotcha. Alright, versus Will. Almost there. Can you get one?
Yes, I can. I'm going to 8-up and set myself.
That's it. What you needed. So it's gonna basically smack Bubbles. What you want to do?
Yep, for +4/+4.
Alright, +4 to this. 16 does not hit. Oh well. But it's like
Okay.
dazed or something, or
No, it was augment 2 where it's dazed.
oh.
But that is my turn.
Alright. We
That's
on.
unfortunate.
We on.
Alrighty, Duyon's going to, I believe, let me double check this. Yeah, sure, Bubbles. Bubbles is the one that looks like it could probably AoE out of all of that jazz. He is going to use his Frost one this time. I want to check to see if it's a different defense. Pretty sure it's also. Ethereal Chill is... Reflex. Okay. So this is targeted on Manak. It's Burst 1 on Manak. Versus Reflex. And if any enemy hits Manak, they take cold damage. Let me roll it and see if it gets applied.
Alrighty.
That's versus
Hit
Reflex.
Versus who? With the living shield or the
Bubbles.
Bubbles? Alrighty. How much damage does it do?
This will be cold damage. It is... Hey, lucky.
Okay. And it does not appear to have done as much damage as it should.
Ah. Cold maybe was not the way to go then. Duan kind of steps back a bit, trying to take cover from any of the fire that might be coming his way, and that's his turn.
Alright, Living Shield is going to try and poke Manak again. Versus his AC. Crit. Ooh.
Hey, he takes 3 damage though.
Yeah, it takes 3 damage, which is... Let's see here. Not enough to take it down yet.
Well, now that I know that Bubbles guy is possibly resistance, I know Duyan's power
Alrighty.
is effective.
Bash attack does 2d8 plus 4, so that's a total of 20.
Oof.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank goodness for some of those temps.
Yep. Alrighty. AS turn.
Alright. Who got slapped? Cedra.
Manak.
Yeah.
Alright, Manak. Have an Ardent Surge.
Go.
So heal for your Surge +3. And I'm gonna shimmy on up here and charge the shield.
Into flank. Goody.
Hooray! That'll be 22 versus AC.
That will hit.
For 14, 27, 33 damage.
23.
33.
33. That is 26 more than you needed.
I strive for excellence.
Yeah. Alright, that your turn, and...
Yep.
Cedra. Is there a Cedra around?
Yep, sorry, I was muted. So I do one of them, and I'm out of that encounter powers, so really I'm just going to Blister and Flourish.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to do one of these. That's fire damage. This is coming up. It's also going to be fire damage.
Alright, that
For a
first hit
total of 23.
The first hit bloodied him. Her, or whatever it is.
Okay.
What was the second attack? You know?
Just 8 damage, 8 fire.
Alrighty.
And then I can shift, but I don't think I'm going to.
Alrighty.
I don't typically shift with my flirt.
Alrighty.
That's all I do.
Alrighty. Bubbles goes. Bubble. Bubbles is currently flanked. Can't really get out of there.
Marked.
Yeah. Alrighty. It's gonna just hit, whack Manek around with its mop. So, versus your AC.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's find us some damage. Does 13 damage to you. And it basically sticks its soapy end of its mop right in your face. And that's pretty much its turn. There's gone. Manek.
Turn around and smash it with the weight of the earth.
Yeah.
20 versus AC.
That will hit.
It's kind of amazing that you can pick up the entire Earth and hit just one guy with it. That's some impressive accuracy.
Mm-hmm. Does that finish it?
Nope.
Action point, Predatory Guardian.
Alrighty.
Uh-oh. What's that?
That will hit. Alrighty.
It's
So
murder is what that is.
another 16 damage. It's getting there, but not quite yet.
Ah!
It's pretty tough for a maid.
What's stainless steel?
Yeah, something like that. Alright, Zool.
Okay,
Unless
I'm gonna
Manek
move
has any
up.
other things he wants to do.
I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna force punch. Maybe I could give flanking to Aya. So force punch augment 0.
That will hit. For 8 damage.
And I'm not gonna push.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Dweon's turn.
Alright, Dweon's like, oh geez, we gotta blow this robot up. I'm gonna try something, I'm gonna zap it. And he's gonna use his static shock, his melee 5 that I very rarely get to the chance to use on account of not reading past melee. So I was like, wait a minute.
It's basically, a super reach weapon. Right, reach attack.
Yep.
Alright.
23.
To hit.
Already. I want to make sure I have the damage right before I type it in. I did. He's very consistent with his D8s. He's like Cedra. And that is lightning damage.
Alright.
See if those sudsy bubbles can extra or zap him extra. Maybe
It
not.
seems to zap it extra hard, but not quite enough to knock it down.
And the next time the target deals damage, if it deals damage, it'll deal 3 less damage. And that's
Alright.
Dweon's turn.
AS turn. Oops, I went by you. Go ahead, do your thing. Get in a good flank. Place to flank with you with Zool. Jared?
We're just curb stomping with 4 robot.
I was actually looking for a...
Or
couldn't find it. I was, whenever things were getting a little serious, I was looking for a specific piece of music from Final Fantasy VII, where it's like the...
yeah, anyways, do your attack. Finish this off.
Moving on up here, Augment 2 Energizing Strike.
as well heal somebody. That will hit.
Yep.
18 damage is 15 more than you needed.
Let's see, and I'll give that to Maniac.
Alrighty.
And as you smash it to bits, out drops a copper key attached to a long, leather rope or belt.
Defeat monster, receive belt.
Monarch
My
picks it up.
my pants aren't
Take
that
that.
saggy. Come on.
So you pick that up. What do you do with it now that you've got something that's obviously fancy and interesting?
I use my vaunted magical prowess to identify the belt.
You use your magical prowess to fail to.
I hand the belt to Cedra, so he may exercise his vaunted magical prowess.
Excellent. I know that this robot was planning on hanging itself.
No, the rope appears to be made out of some kind of leather, shiny kind of like snake skin or.
I take the belt from the Cedra and hand it to Zool.
This is actually just a dried rattlesnake.
Oh.
Okay, Zool will figure out what this is. Let me go find the infos.
That's what it is.
Let me find the infos. Alrighty, it's here. There it is. There it is. So yeah, it's a belt. It appears to be made out of snake or some other kind of reptile's skin.
It's made out of reptile foreskin. So now the poor reptile has reptile dysfunction.
Oh my god.
If no one else wants it, I'll definitely take it. I don't mind having more resist.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, at this point, we'll finish up here for the night. I'm just, like I said, I'm just getting a little hard to talk. I think I need some more.
Oh, I can understand it. I know seems to be a lot of that going around, so by all means, if you're starting to wear yourself out, don't do that. Thanks for trooping through it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, next time we definitely will have a wonderful, wonderful conclusion to this. But till then, we'll leave it at this. And
Yep.
go somewhere else where our listener can't hear us for a while. Alright.
Underground.
So,
We're hanging out with the chuds.
whatever. Anyways, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Fuck the past.